All in a day's work for the Squadron Supreme, Earth's mightiest heroes.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Listen, share, rate, and subscribe to Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, available on all podcast platforms and apps and streaming services. Available on Pandora, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more.
Yo, this your boy Frank Nick. And there's rules if you want to get in this Marvel Studios. Don't nobody get in this motherfucker. So rule number 1, don't pop your ass up. Don't bring no extra niggas. And you better be ready to write, direct, produce some hot shit, or you will not get in. Marvel Studios, nigga, you know what it is. Frank Nick, let's go.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
1 2 1 2. Hip Hop Marvels. Marvelous. Marvin Hagler versus Hearns. Whenever Bash take turns on verses. Curses on whoever stepping near the bomb epicenter. The inventors of hallways y'all can't enter. So any villain type of step up, he get injured. We pull out pins and link up like the defenders.
The end of your road, playboy, of course it's center the fold. I'm Bobby Drake versus Froze like I invented the code. You can't hold a candle to us with too much, you screw up. The podcast will tell you something good like Rufus. And we don't give 2 fucks with bash your territory. Get the cash and the glory while the grill tells my story.
It's getting gory, the blood, sweat, and tears took us farther. When great minds think alike, combine and onslaught ya. Xavier types that Magneto grip the microphone. Scott Summers stare a human down if I don't like its own. Metal on me like I'm Dr. Doom, piece to pick the bond. We marvelous on any beat we choose to spit upon. Bash.
It's your boy Doug Floyd, in the place to be, and in the place to be is Doug Floyd, and this is Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel, where we got it locked from the block to the comic shop. And this is episode number 43. We call this one here Major Malfunction. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, we gonna get right into it, but before we do, to my far left we have
It's your boy Terry, aka Double T.
It's your boy JigPool, of course, aficionado everything Deadpool.
That's right.
It's your boy E-Ray, a.k.a. Filmo Thick, and yes, sir, I'm lit. And you know how I like them. Slim thick with tapered ankles.
Yeah. All day. Yeah, so, yeah, we here on this Christmas Eve, I should say.
Indeed.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Recording.
Christmas Eve Junior.
Yeah, Christmas Eve Junior. We're recording our last pod of the year of 2023. It's been an amazing year. It's been a crazy year.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Sir. It went by so fast, too.
It did.
Flew.
Yeah, it flew by. You know, it seemed, you know, just like yesterday, it was the 1st of January. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now here we are, you know, towards the end. You know, as I said before, we got a lot of things planned for 2024. You know, so we're just getting ready for that. What y'all doing for the holidays, T?
Man, I'm celebrating early. I got to work, so I'm gonna celebrate early tomorrow with the kids and stuff.
That's what it's all about. That's what's up, man. Any toys, like specific toys or things that your kids wanted that was on their list that you fought tooth and nail to get?
The reverse Grinches for my daughter. She don't even know she's getting them yet. She gonna see this and be mad at me. But I had like 8 people on sneakers trying to get them.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. What about you, Jay?
We did Thanksgiving here, so we're going to do Christmas at my sister-in-law's house.
That's what's up.
Somehow we still ended up having to cook everything, though. It's just a transplant situation, but she has her house is probably about 3 times the size of this one, so it should be fun.
That's what's up. I
was able to secure Michael Kors bag for my lady when I was in the
Hey, I see. Yeah, I see it over there.
That was the pinnacle of what I did yesterday. That was the fun part. But my son wants this Allen Iverson jersey, and I was able to find one really, really cheap yesterday. So I was really pleased with that.
That's what's up. That's what's up. As far as me, like I said, later on today, I gotta, we all here festive, got our sweaters on and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And later on, I have to go to my family does like a Christmas brunch, annually, and each couple are in matching pajamas. So
That sounds fun.
So
Family time. That's
so
what
I gotta
it's
go straight home, change this, and get into some pajamas. So I'm gonna be,
Wearing a onesie?
Nah, son. Well, I don't know. No, I think it is. No, I think it is. I think it is. My wife, she's in charge of the pajamas.
So
yeah,
you don't know till you get there. All right.
she's on pajama duty every year. So
He gonna come home, put this on.
Right. What if it's a nightie?
a nightie? Oh, hell no!
Mom.
Walking around with matching moo-moos and shit.
This nigga in a moo-moo.
Matching
Oh,
moo-moos.
Oh, shit.
With the matching moo-moos and bonnets and shit. Nah, but so I got that later on, and then Christmas Eve. That's normally we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve,
Right.
Open gifts and stuff like that, and then just spending time with family, friends, getting lit, like your sweater.
Yeah.
What about you, E?
Man, I gotta work, bro, but you know what I'm saying? I got some little things. I got something going on.
Something going on, something.
Something. Yeah.
That's what's up.
We're gonna open up something.
Understood.
We said we're gonna open up something. It's a different kind of box. Huh?
Yes,
All right.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. But yeah, man, y'all know what time it is. Hip Hop Marvelites. Let's get ready for Timeline Team. So, man, yeah, it's all over the news. Yeah, man, your boy Jonathan Majors.
Yes. And Disney and Marvel, they stuck by him. They stayed quiet until it came out. The unfortunate part is he didn't get a guilty charge of beating the young lady up. He got He was found guilty of hurting her while defending himself.
Right.
And no disrespect to anyone, my wife is half Caucasian. It's the only reason it went the way it did is because, he snow bunnied himself, and that's his fault. On top of the fact, there's a code of conduct you have to adhere when you're working for certain companies, and no matter what happened.
Yeah, I mean,
he has court issues, so they have to part their way.
They had to do what they had to do. I got a lot of mixed emotions when this verdict came out. So for those that have been living under a rock, the jury found Jonathan Majors guilty. Now he was guilty of assault in the 3rd degree and harassment in the 2nd degree. So these are misdemeanor, these are misdemeanor charges or whatever. Level one misdemeanor. And the story goes, they were in the truck, the infamous video with him running away and stuff like
Yes, sir. I seen him ghost.
He was booking.
He was.
That shit
same
look
boat owner.
That shit look like a damn training day
My favorite
scene.
was the cut from each surveillance camera. How it just kept going.
Yeah.
Different buildings. You just see him.
Like Born Identity or some shit. Like, yeah. So basically, he was in the that truck with what is her name? I forget. She's a dancer from the UK. I can't think of her name off top.
I got.
I think it's like
random white lady.
But the thing is,
RWL.
Yeah.
Grace Jabari.
Yeah.
Grace Jabari. Right.
Understood.
Yeah. So Grace Jabari and Mr. Majors himself, they were in the back of the truck.
That's your king.
And it was told that she was like kind of leaning on his shoulder or whatever, and a text pops up. And it says something to the effect of "I wish I can kiss you," or "I wanted to kiss you," or something like that. So what any female would do,
she gets physical.
She gets physical, snatches the phone, and then she proceeds to turn to the side, like turns towards the window or whatever. And that's when all hell broke loose. You know what I'm saying? So I can imagine him like reaching over her, because she said she felt like weight on her. Reaching over her and trying to get the phone back. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Right.
Yeah.
All the rest of that is a slippery slope.
yeah, you know, now I do believe that both of them were toxic or are toxic.
In the situation?
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course, of
I do.
100%.
Yeah, I do believe that, you know, I think she should have had some charges as well.
Yeah.
But
That's wild. Because didn't they find her in his closet? Like, wasn't she found in his closet
Yes.
that night?
Yeah.
I don't know. Was it that night?
Yeah.
It was that
It was
night.
either that night or the
It was either that night, but
or the night after.
Right, and she's always had a bout with like drinking and coming home drunk, and that's why that funny ass clip of him saying she should be more like Coretta Scott
King,
Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama. That's why that infamous
He's Rich Paul in a
clip.
cell. That white woman is not about to change for him.
Yeah.
Nope.
Right, so that's why that clip came out, and you know, he's pretty much like, I know people took that particular like voicemail out of, you know, context, but it's just it was more to it. You know, we
symbolic,
right?
You know,
we took what we took and ran with it because it was funny.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, like, we listened to it, he was just basically saying like, "Yo, I'm in a position right now. I'm making moves. Like, we gotta."
Yeah,
I'm on the come up.
But yeah, you gotta have my back as my
great
woman.
man. I need a great woman, and this is an example of a great man with a great woman. And I'm a black man, so I gave you a black example.
Exactly.
And that's all that was.
There's two sides of this coin though of what's happening. One thing is, like, I'm a big dude, so like, you know, I like them slim thick with taper ankles. So it would be like unfair for me to even, you know, put my hands on
physically
a woman.
press her, yes.
Yeah,
Right.
or any type of situation, because, and like, women can weaponize their femininity as well. So like me, if a woman hits me and she probably like what 125, 145, something like that. If she call the police or whatever, they gonna look at me and they be like, "Man, come on now."
You calling police because she hit you? Look at you.
Yeah,
Look at
you.
Right.
So that's females weaponizing their femininity. Then you have the other side of the coin, like you saying. I think the reason why he referenced Coretta Scott is because, you know, there's rumors about Malcolm X having side pieces.
Well,
But
you
him.
saying Martin Luther King?
Yeah,
having
Coretta
some-
Scott.
Yeah.
So like that could be like, well, you know, I'm a man. I'm sought after. You know, I'm probably gonna have some side pieces.
That was the running
You
joke.
know?
Yeah, I think that was the butt of the joke. Like, oh, word. And then now, you know, this whole ordeal is because you been you know, stepping out. You know what I'm saying? Some people speculate that it was Megan Good that hit him up. You know,
my thing though is like, with the assault, that's a big man. Like,
he is large.
I think what, in my personal opinion,
whoa.
Pause. Pause.
Whoa.
Go ahead, bro.
Sorry.
But my thing is, we don't know what happened that night, but I think he was trying to get his phone from her.
Yeah.
And she was probably like,
yeah.
Oh no. And he forcefully took it back. And that's probably what like transpired. Like I said, I don't know. We don't know. But I'm thinking if he hit her, you gonna know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's
He was in Apollo. I mean, the Creed movie. Look how swole he was. Yeah.
Right.
Man.
We would have known that. Like, yeah.
I'm not justifying. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that I think he was physical enough to take his phone to get what he wanted from her. And
exactly.
Once he did, he was like, oh shit, and booked it.
Yeah.
Because regardless of how it went,
but
he knew that could be used against him because
right.
And then there's a stigma too of, like, you know, and it's not to be a racial thing, but I mean, it is what it is. He's a big black man. And that's why I have to move certain ways too, even at like jobs or work, whatever, and how I speak to people, because it could be taken, oh, he's being aggressive. He's a big aggressive black guy.
And I get that. I'm black and white, and I get that. Like, I understand that white mom, black dad. Like, I grew up in West Virginia, so like, I've seen the way the system works.
My ex-wife is white.
I've
you
seen
know what
that
I'm saying?
firsthand.
So
where like, I'm like, they're like, you did this,
right.
you did this, and I'm sitting there like, no, it wasn't like that. Like, as a kid, and they're like, they just assume. So
right.
I've had bad experiences with the whole whole law and all that.
Yeah.
So me personally, I'm not saying all cops are bad. So before that gets
yeah.
I'm just saying like
I have police in my family.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
Me
Yeah.
too. But so like my personal experience in a small town in West Virginia with police has always been terrible.
Yo, yeah, for
So,
sure.
Like that's
It goes off of where off of geography too,
Yeah.
where you're at, and different areas also. But it's going towards leaning towards the point of him putting his hands on her. I think when the jury came to their verdict, I think they were factoring in the point where he kind of pushed her back in the truck.
Yep.
On the video from what they seen before he ran, he like kind of put her in, and that's considered assault.
Yeah.
And what's different too, they were in New York. New York has a lot of strict laws.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
very
saying?
liberal.
And I even heard the fact that they were together, that's ultimately what came, how they came to the verdict. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they were strangers, this would have went a totally different way. Because if a stranger comes up to you and snatches your phone and you try to get it back, that's like
It's different.
It's different.
It's theft.
It's different. It's theft. And
of self-defense.
Self-defense theft.
That was just the domestic.
Right now, y'all together? Oh, okay, yeah.
That's probably why he was trying to put her back in the car. Like, look, we got. Then he like,
out
oh
here.
shit,
Right.
oh, shit, camera, like,
Exactly. So, but yeah, man, it's crazy as far as the future of the MCU. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
And it's unfortunate that he's built his career. He's a very awesome actor and great craftsman at his craft.
Indeed.
And for him to fall and not to be in these roles anymore because of something that happened that could have been avoided. I mean, if he was right or wrong ethically for cheating on his girl, that's one thing. But to lose everything over a situation like that, I think that's kind of harsh. But I mean, that's reality of life. We got to watch what we do.
Right. There was, ultimately 4 counts brought against him.
Yeah.
He's, like I said, he only got charged with 2. I don't see it being jail time. What do you all think?
I don't think it'll be any jail time.
community service.
If anything,
If anything,
He'll probably have to pay some restitution maybe or something like that.
definitely
community
be
service or
financial.
something. Yeah.
And then he'll have to pay her money because she can now sue him
civilly.
civilly.
Yep.
It'll be
But-
handled outside.
Yeah.
It'll probably be like
Mm-hmm.
he'll get community service for it. He'll have to pay her some sort of money.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if he did go to jail, it would only be like a month or some shit.
I don't even think it would be.
Yeah, I
that.
mean,
He has too much money.
Yeah.
Give him that 30
No.
cents.
Yeah,
But I
ultimately,
think
I
he'll
don't.
be all right in there though, because hey, he was in Creed too. Or Creed, Creed 3 world. You know?
For all the people watching, I got fried the other day. I made a video about the Jonathan Majors situation, and it was the Deadpool action figure beating up the Jonathan Majors action figure.
Yeah.
And it wasn't about Jonathan Majors. It was about Kang, the character Jonathan Majors is playing. Now, he's either going to be recast or, like I said,
Most likely.
killed. A lot of his stuff was already filmed, so it's nothing to use what they have and kill Kang as an introduction to whatever big bad they have coming.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I meant. I love Jonathan Majors. I wish him nothing but the best.
Oh, I think he'll be fine. I think give him some time. I had a lot of discussion about this prior to the pod, and some folks were like, "Well, is he going to get the Nate Parker treatment?" Or like I'm like, nah, I don't think it's going to go that far.
No.
I think if of course, certain Hollywood television, entities, they're kind of like keep their distance a little bit. He may have to do some grassroots shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's a great actor, so regardless, you know what I'm saying?
A larger comeback.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't think I think he'll be able to get a second chance. And then I heard people trying to compare him to Robert Downey Jr., which he did get a second chance, but you got to realize some of these things were back in the day. Some of these things were, I guess, less harsh. If I, you know what I'm saying?
What do we say about Ezra Miller then, who was literally kidnapping people? Who it's so many felonious charges that man got, and they still push that Flash movie to no end.
But
I thought they had to. I think it's only because they had to. I don't think he's getting cast in anything else DC, or anything, But right, you got to realize the movie was done. The
movie was done.
What about the Batgirl movie which was done, which cost almost $10 million more than that one?
But that was the thing with the Flash movie though, is that was setting up the new beginning
before it was being before
DC.
Before the whole reboot. The big flip with James Gunn.
Because they could afford to get rid of Batgirl because that was part of the old DC universe.
Absolutely.
And then now this was like
it was going to get cut anyway.
Yeah, this was literally the start of everything. So they needed this to be I can't call it successful, but
it wasn't.
It needed to come out so we could say, why is Batman from this world over here? Like, now we know the timeline's all messed up and everybody's everywhere else. So now we can stick with this new crew that we have. Like,
I agree.
I mean, now Marvel, a lot of people are, going after Marvel saying that, because right after the verdict, it was like not even an hour. Yeah. And you know what I mean? Yeah. And they're like, yep, we dropped them. You know what I mean? But I will say, and we talked about it on other episodes of this podcast, to where like Marvel really has been sticking by. Yeah, they stood by him.
The 25th hour.
To like the very end.
They gave him the choice, the option to be innocent until proven guilty.
Yes.
Because we know
appreciate that.
in America, it's guilty until proven innocent. If somebody says you did something, you're burned at the stake.
Yep.
Like,
and I think the fact that the jury, right? So you had 9 people on the jury?
12.
Well, no, this jury was cut, like it was it was cut down some. I heard it was 6. Somebody, I've heard from someone else it was 9. But all in all, there was one. Bless you. I heard there was one African American female, one African American woman on the jury.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
that's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother topic in itself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But his lawyer, like, you get a chance to like dismiss certain people. Yeah. Like, you can get rid of them.
They vet those jurors.
Yeah. So I don't know. It could they
get some details and probably bring that up.
It's a slippery slope. But he is like I said, I don't think he's gonna do any time. I do think he'll bounce back. I mean, Marvel had the silver platter though.
Plans.
They had plans for this dude.
He was everywhere.
3 Avengers movies,
and it was in his contract. It was a clause in his contract that any variant of Kang, he's playing. No one else can play.
It was thousands.
Yeah.
Because he was the only one that had his face on every
single one. Yep.
Because even like Loki, like he was alligator.
Yeah. They were different people.
I think he'll be a situation like Isaiah Washington. If y'all know him from like Out of Sight movies like that.
Yeah. The one that they canned from Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
He said something that was homophobic or whatever against the LGBT community.
There's a guy on the cast named TK.
Yep.
So he was blackballed from the movie scene for a while. I've seen him recently in some movies, whatever. But I think like it's going to take some time for him to be redeemed from the situation. And however people see it on whatever side, it's just what it is.
Yeah, I don't think he'll suffer from this for a long time. I think he'll bounce back pretty fast.
It was a split verdict too. It was a split verdict.
It was not unanimous.
It was 3rd degree. What is it? Assaulting in the 3rd degree, recklessly assaulting in the 3rd degree, and harassing in the 2nd degree.
So let me ask you guys a question: should there be something as far as the law about, because a lot of times our phones are an extension of us, and is it private? Like, when is it not private? When can, if somebody can take your phone, because that had all his information in it. A lot of times our phones have like all of our information and everything.
Right.
There. So what do you guys think about that?
I just think it becomes a slippery slope when you're involved with someone.
Yeah.
Because now they kind of have a right to, you're with that person.
Yeah.
So now the law has to get involved. But like if I'm walking up on you and just snatch your phone, you have all right to either
Beat the brakes
chase me
off.
down,
Yeah.
beat the brakes off. You know what I'm saying?
I think like
snatch your phone back.
I think, like you said, though, I don't think that it was him ripping the phone out of her hand that got him in trouble. I think it was when he physically picked her up and was
and
putting
put
her
it
in there.
Other
I mean,
people saw that too.
That's technically kidnapping if you want to be real.
Yeah.
Like, you're not letting them leave.
Yeah.
That's kidnapping. So I think that's what
The best thing he could have did was just run.
Just take his shit and go.
And
Yeah. Did she have the phone though when he picked her up and put her in the car?
No, he probably already had
So
it
he
back.
already got his stuff back.
He had
Okay,
his phone
that's
back,
totally
and
different.
then he was trying to like I don't know. It looked like from the footage, it was like we're in public. There's cameras. There's people looking. Let's get back in the car. And she's no, and then he's like, oh,
sometimes you gotta just walk away from situations, bro.
I would have left.
You just gotta walk away.
As soon as I got my phone back, that'd have been it.
I'd been out.
I'd have been out. Like you wilding.
I don't
crazy.
Know. You gonna have to make me very, very like. First of all, I don't hit women, so like I'm gonna walk away regardless.
Yes.
But like for me to put my hands on some in any position, if I know I'm a billionaire, I'm getting ready to make the most money and be the most famous version of myself that I will ever be. To lose that over a phone, like, you saw a girl text me, my bad. It is what it is. You can hit me. I'm gonna just hop out here, keep the phone. I'll deactivate it. Get a new one. At this point, unless I was up to some shit that was going to like make me look like an asshole publicly, like, fuck it, take it. Like, what can you do to me?
Right.
Like
I'm gonna just be with the girl on the phone anyway.
And see, that's the thing,
they
though.
weren't together long, were they? It wasn't like they were.
I don't think so.
She wasn't with him before the come up or nothing like that.
I don't.
We started
think so.
dating her.
Yeah, I
What
don't.
you got to lose?
But that's another thing too. Like, fellas, like, you know, saying if you a single dude or you feel like you single, man, stop playing with these females hard because love will get you killed.
Not wrong.
She's not wrong.
Like, you dead serious about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think the fact, like you said, the fact that he kind of picked her up, pushed her in the vehicle, I think that's what did it. And like I said, that's a slippery slope. When you're involved with someone, it's deeper to keep her.
Yes, sir.
It's deeper to keep her. What did Martin say? Jerome?
Ain't no luggage.
Right,
They
right.
ain't got no kids. They not married.
Right.
If he leave her today, she ain't getting nothing from it. I just don't know what was worth it, in my opinion. Like, why?
No. The whole thing is why was your phone even on? If you know you doing that, why didn't you have your phone off? Why don't you have your alerts off and all that
People
stuff?
are petty though. People are petty.
Yeah.
Like, if he messing with a girl and she want to be with him and she know he with his old lady,
She
gonna blow his phone
she gonna blow
But
his
that's what
phone
I'm
up and say
saying.
some dumb shit.
Why would he not turn his phone off at that point? If I'm with my girl,
That's
we going out,
suspicious, though.
Right.
I turn it off.
Either that or he just didn't care enough,
He don't care. Or,
He got money.
But look how much. Look what he lost though.
But
That one incident.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It just boils down to it. Look, as men, it just boils down to he wasn't the player he thought he was.
Yeah.
Right? Like he just wasn't the player he thought he was.
I mean, he was a player, but he just wasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
Moving. He wasn't moving like he was supposed to move.
He wasn't the player he thought he was. You know what I'm saying?
get it. Like, you messed up money over coochie. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
That's no way. I'm good.
Yep. It ain't worth
I'm
it.
good.
You called me a 30-day man. I'm like, what the hell?
Like, damn, you caught me cheating. I'm sorry. I guess that it is what I looked at. It is
It's
what it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
You take it or you don't. You
Yeah.
leaving or you staying. That's
You
on
know?
you.
Right. Yeah. Well, what King T.I. son say? Stand on business.
Business.
Stand on business.
Stand on that business.
I
You know
am
what
who
I'm
I
saying?
am.
Man, we lost the last black man in San Francisco. That's the point of movies.
Yeah, the last black man in San Francisco. All right, so like, what's next for Marvel then? Like, I heard these talks about Doom.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Bringing in Doom. Do y'all think?
I thought they were going to be co-villains. Like,
Yeah, but I think that was the plan. Do y'all think they should recast Kang? Because I'm hearing names like John Boyega. Yeah, he said no. He said keep me out that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Star Wars. He doesn't work for Disney.
I think the way they like Loki, like the way they ended Loki, I think they rewrote that final episode for this situation so they could handle it the way they handled it.
That's why
because now Loki is
Exactly.
He turned into Yggdrasil, that
Yeah,
tree. And in
that
the
tree.
comics, that was his very first appearance in the comics, was him coming out
of that tree. So now it's like him going
full circle moment.
Yeah, it's full circle moment. Yep.
I think
it was beautiful. And I agree with you, T. All of the conversations that I had regarding this, as far as what Marvel should do, if they should recast, if Doom should come in, I agree with the whole Doom situation. If you're gonna introduce a new villain, Doom would be the one. Now, you don't think so?
For Apocalypse,
but it's not going to happen. And you asked about the movies coming for MCU next year. It's only going to be one.
Right.
Deadpool.
That guy.
Yeah.
They're going to take it back to the second one. He ended the second movie with Cable's time travel device.
Mm-hmm.
That means he's illegally time traveling, which puts him on the TVA's radar. In the comics, Deadpool was an employee of the TVA. Easy correlation.
Yeah.
You can bring in anybody you want, which you can also kill Kang for nothing.
But that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
You can dismiss him so easily within the storyline and introduce another big bad, or have that big bad kill him just to show how strong he is, because everybody assumed Kang was the next big
That's
bad.
what I was going to say is Doom. I think like with the Doom thing, because I mean, we're getting Secret Wars, right?
Yeah.
We're getting Secret Wars.
That's how
So
it's going.
why not have Deadpool set something up where like he accidentally discovers Doom in an alternate universe, and Doom come in and just bloop kill Kang, and then they keep it pushing? Because I mean, we know what the comics say, but ultimately the movies are always different.
Yeah, but
100%.
and
that's what I was going to get at.
Yeah, but that's a dope take though.
But with multiple universes, with Kane and all those multiple universes, it's like billions of them, millions
That's
of
where,
universes.
if you saw some of the set photos, him and Wolverine are fighting the Fox universe. They're going to start off with, there's a book called Deadpool Kills the Marvel
Universe. Yeah,
he's going to
one of my faves.
Piece
too.
of that. He did some of it at the end of the first and the second movie. He went back and killed the Deadpool from the Wolverine Origins movie. He went back and did that. He killed his Green Lantern self.
I'm glad he killed that motherfucker.
And he erased a lot of that. They're going to do that in big form. They're going to kill all those old X-Men and introduce new X-Men. They're going to kill.
How did he do that?
Do what?
Like kill himself as the Green Lantern, like that.
in their DC.
Well,
Like
he went in different dimensions.
Yeah.
I have the book. They're going to have to let you know he has something called a continuity gem. This mug in the comics went back to the writer's room and told them to change his story in the middle of the story. He has control of all of that. He just don't know yet. And I guarantee you're going to get to see
He
it.
got to do that, and that would be dope to bring on screen. And that's more than breaking the fourth wall. You know what I'm saying?
It's like 16 walls. The continuity
Yeah.
gem means that he's aware of who's creating his story.
Right.
So he can get in between all of that.
There's been comics where he'll talk to the artist drawing him.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
Yeah, he'll talk to him like, yo, nah, this ain't right. Whatever. Like,
But I mean, in the aspect of that, like, Green Lantern's DC, like, how did Marvel get the okay to
do DC? Like,
because does Ryan Reynolds personally own a piece of that, and
Absolutely,
that's how
he does.
Yeah, he do.
100% he
so
does.
that's what it was.
Yeah, he do. But no, I agree. As far as what you said, as far as Loki ending it off right.
Yeah,
to where
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and that's why I kept telling everybody. They're like, well, I think they should recast him. I've heard my man, I forget his name off top, but Black Manta. I've heard everybody saying he should do it. I'm hearing Damson Idris.
No,
I'm hearing
he's not going to be recast.
and I'm cool with that.
Filmed where they could kill him, like the opening scene, like because something like that. I think that's what or they might not even show him. They might just say, they might show up somewhere to fight him, and he might just be dead in the corner or something. And then
he is the timeline, though. That tree is the branches of the timeline.
I'm saying Loki. I'm talking about Kang. I'm talking about Kang, like when they go to get, because at the end of it, at the end of Loki, it was supposed to be, and I don't know for sure, but in my opinion, it was supposed to be like, oh shit, look how strong Kang is. What are we going to do? And then that starts setting off the movies. But then the way it ended, it was like, now we could ultimately never talk about him again because now we don't need him for anything.
Correct.
And like, as far as the variants go, like, they were afraid of He Who Remains. They were all waiting because you remember, they're like, is he dead? Is he dead? I heard he's dead. What was that? Ant-Man?
Yeah.
It's like, is he dead? And then they were ready to wreak havoc. But if somebody comes through and scares them again, they're not going to want to run around.
Right,
That
right.
would make sense.
That would make
not
sense.
Showing face.
Yeah, them not showing face.
That's
Like
an even better explanation.
Yeah, that's a dope one right there. But yeah, I'm just ultimately, Loki ended it off well. So just just close the chapter on that book.
Yeah,
and let's just recast. I mean, not recast. Here, I'm talking about recast. Let's just cast someone as Doom.
that's who I want to see.
Who would? I can't think of anyone who can play him. I had one person in mind. If they wanted to keep, the diversity train rolling.
That was the other thing that got me with how they casted Kang, because like the way, if you know anything about the comic books, it kind of like I was like,
yeah. But I'm saying like if they want to keep the diversity train rolling, right? I had one person that I thought could, because he's playing villains in the Star Wars franchise. He's playing like a villain. And he plays a villain on The Boys, too.
You talking about Carl Urban? No.
Giancarlo.
Esposito.
Yes. Giancarlo Esposito. I could see him as a Doom figure. You know what I'm saying?
So you want to do Doom Black?
No, I'm saying if they want to keep the diversity train moving.
Okay.
Elon Musk said no inclusion.
They're not going to do that. No, they're not. You said what?
Elon Musk said no inclusion. He said we should get rid of inclusion. I'll never buy a Tesla.
They have to show us Latveria, and that's a predominantly like Russian looking place.
Nah, Latveria,
If they give us any of that, it'll
But
what are you talking about? There were blacks in Russia too, though.
Oh, 100%.
Santa Claus was originally black from Russia. For real. He was. I got the story.
I'm not even going to touch on that shit. Because that sounds racist as hell.
Racist and full of Christmas spirit at the same damn time.
All the
Yuletide.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, on Amazon, they got a book where it's a Russian book that shows the black Santa Claus. That book is $3,000 now. That book used to be $80. It's $3,000. All those, like a lot of Black history books, like the some of the Moors, that book is like $3,000 to get now.
The Black's Law Dictionary is almost impossible to buy.
Yeah. So I mean, look, ultimately, we talked about Apocalypse coming in at some point, but ultimately, I think Doom would be a good fit for the next big bad.
Now, do you think Doom is going to fight the regular MCU or the mutants? Because it's been said that the mutants are going to separate themselves for some time. The Avengers aren't going to have a presence in the first couple mutant movies. So how will they tiptoe around?
And all of this is supposed to take place before Secret Wars, because now the new Kang Dynasty is no longer the title. It's Avengers 5
right now. Until they figure out what lane they want to put that in.
I just say do a part Secret Wars 1 and 2.
That's how I see it.
It's simple.
I mean, they could like just introduce
kind of like how they did Infinity War and
introduce Doom. He get the best of them. Then you do the part 2 where
I think they should go that route. But
because we're talking like late Doom, not early Doom, right?
And no, I've seen it. They're doing origins because we're getting young. We're getting young Avengers.
But for Doom to be as powerful as he is, doesn't he need to be more seasoned? And that's what I'm saying with the time travel thing with Deadpool. Like you could unleash a Doom that was successful in destroying everything around him, and then accidentally, oh shit, I opened Pandora's box, and this nigga come out of here and wipe us all out. Like I think that's how it should happen.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, because he needs to be like he needs to be. Look, he got a lot riding on Paul's. It's a lot riding on Doom. Paul's again. Yeah. But we had Thanos, right? Thanos, when he came on the scene, we were like, yo.
Yeah. And that's but now, what do you think? Can I ask you this question too before I don't want to cut you up, but what do you think about his costume? Because the old Doom kind of like got like a night guard. Do you think that they should upgrade his costume or his? Or you think because I'm gonna tell you
his power though. His costume is like not.
But he just got a green cape and like a metal suit.
I think it would upgrade during the different times or wherever he's at in the multiverse.
But you
know
got
what
to
I'm
think
saying?
about your audience though now too. So think about Oregon got like 30 different football uniforms. Like Colorado got 30 different uniforms.
But
They'll
to get
probably
the
give
younger
us one
crowd.
sighting of a comic accurate one.
Yeah.
Give us an
Kind of
upgrade.
like what they did. They did that with Loki.
Yeah,
like
everybody.
anybody in
Yeah.
the multiverse is different. It's going to be
I
different.
think when he comes, he's going to have his destroyed normal costume, and it like
That's going to be the set one for the MCU,
When he-
like for the main MCU.
when they
you know what
meet
I'm saying?
him, he's going to be. He might, in the second movie, start ruling and change his shit and have
Yeah.
more
Right.
updated costume. But when we meet him, it's going to be the normal original one where he's like, there's chaos and there's nothing around, but like
Right.
Slightly battle damaged
Yeah,
looking.
battle
just
damaged,
menacing, yeah.
like what is this?
And that's how you can have it, because you can have, we're still thinking about Kang, and that's his introduction to him coming in and just snapping Kang's neck like he ain't really.
But that's what I'm saying. Like he would have to be
already
like
a monster.
super sinister, because we already had Thanos. We can't. It's almost like it's similar to like when we grade hip hop albums. Like if an artist comes out with his first project and we deem it a classic, that sophomore, we don't want a sophomore slump. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's what-
We want that next one to be like just as, if not better than the first.
But Thanos had like a heart. Like, I mean, he had like a idea. He was, he had an ideal why he was doing it.
Doom does Doom in the comic books. Yeah, in the comic books, Doom is a very like. This is why I love Marvel villains.
Yeah.
More so now DC got a few of them.
Yeah.
But Marvel villains for the most part, we can relate to them.
Because they have an origin story of what made them like
What
we talked
made
about
them that
before.
way.
Yeah.
And at the end of the universe, it only went well when Dr. Doom took over. Him becoming the ruler is what.
Oh, you talking about when he was God Doom? Yeah, when he was God Doom.
That's what brought peace. That was the one universe that ended up flourishing. Is when he took over.
was God
That's
Doom.
what bothered me so much with the Thanos is like we had the Avengers, they went, you had Thanos and all that, and then they were talking about going back to like street level thugs, like bringing Spider-Man to fight. Like
That's the next Spider-Man.
I know, that's what I'm saying, but like how do you go from battling Thanos in space, almost dying, battling Kingpin? Like what is this? Like that should have happened before that, in my opinion, because now like I'm like,
I'm this strong, but I'm battling on the corner of
I'm battling these bad guys. Like, what are they going to do?
Nah, I feel you, but I just ultimately think that if they were to bring in Doom, he would have to be like top tier, because
he's going to be.
He's the only other villain I can think of. Like, if he's gone, like who's next? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have the likes of Apocalypse, you have the likes of Mr.
What can you
Sinister.
really do with Apocalypse though? Like, I mean,
but I would rather see Apocalypse.
I think Silver Surfer's eventually coming.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Silver
that's what I was
Surfer
just
and
thinking about
Galactus,
that.
I think that's going to be the next after this one. But I think they need to use Doom to get through this one because this is where they were headed. You can't just stop and scrap everything, because I mean, I personally don't think they can.
And I think that, and you got a point there, because I think that if they were to introduce Silver Surfer and he's like the villain, you know who's behind him.
That's why he's there.
And that's why he's there.
Look at
you know what I'm saying?
What was it? The old Fantastic Four movie. It sped through that whole shit way too fast. You could have a whole.
They humanized them too quick too. Too quick.
You could have had a whole them fighting Silver Surfer like the first movie. Like, who is this cat?
He spent years killing people on Earth before he figured out what he was
doing.
And the second one, you could have him like, oh shit, like maybe I'm wrong. Blah blah blah. Let me stop.
Yeah, but don't have him like thinking that shit right away.
And
like,
that's
that's what's watered the old Fantastic
Four.
Four
It just happened
movie
right
down.
away. Like, oh, I killed 2 people. I feel bad. Let me stop this guy. Like,
yeah. So I hope I would love to see Galactus.
Real quick, we brought up Deadpool. I told this to Terry. The movie comes out the weekend of my birthday. I plan on renting out a movie theater.
Okay.
And having our own.
Hey, I'm with it.
Premiere. I figure we can pod before, see the movie, pod after, put it together.
I'm with it.
I feel like that's a great thing.
I'm with it.
And we already found 2 spots, and the movie theater is super cheap. And
Hey, I'm with it, bro. Let's do it. I'm with it. All the way. I'm with it. We'll make it a big
Let me
thing,
know the
man.
date though.
It comes out July 26th. My birthday.
Oh shit.
Mine's the 18th, bro.
Mine the 16th. Shit, man.
Mine the
Yeah.
18th. That's a shoot. We
So
missed
you a
the whole
Leo? You
birthday.
Leo?
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
I'm a
yeah,
Cancer,
my
but
nephew.
yeah.
I'm Cancer too. Yeah,
I'm a Cancer,
yeah,
but
we day apart, me and T.
Nice. My sister's birthday the day before mine. Hers is July 30th. Yep.
I got a sister that's the 19th. Mine's the 18th. My wife's is the 9th.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, it's a lot of a lot of cancers in my family, but I like that idea.
Because I hit him up, I was like, we should go. I always go like the Thursday. The minute they drop it, I'll buy like a few seats in the back row and watch it. And he was like, I'm gonna get a theater. I was like,
I plan on. I feel like I can get a little more publicity that way if it's our own.
Yeah.
No, I'm with that.
Do a couple giveaways.
That's solid.
I can get a couple other, like maybe some people there, the rest of the tickets. Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yep.
Yeah. Get the whole squad. And while we at it, shout out to the squad. You know what I'm saying?
Rick the Ruler.
Yeah, shout out to Rick.
Ruler.
Shout out to Rick. Shout out to Wiz.
Wizzy, you a genius, partner.
Shout out to Brandess. And shout out to Pat.
At Mulli the Beat Bully.
Yeah.
Mulli the bully.
Shout out to Pat. They're doing their little holiday 1-2. You know what I'm saying? And they're here with us in Christmas spirit. So
yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the squad. Please remember to listen, share, rate, and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Everywhere you get your podcast. You know what I'm saying?
We
Across
everywhere.
the board.
Everywhere.
Across the board. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, Google Podcasts. I think Google Podcasts is because I got like a notification that they're gonna stop with Google Podcasts and it's gonna go to YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube.
So check us out on YouTube, the whole 9. Yeah, man. We're gonna keep it going. Billboard names Ski Yee the #1 rap song of 2023. What do y'all think about this?
As far as virility, yeah. As far as popularity, yeah. As far as substance, content, and appropriateness, hell no.
Nah.
She's become, I said this the last time, she's become famous for her vulgarity. She now has a line of nail polishes with colors like gonorrhea green.
Wow.
Are you serious?
No, I'm dead up. She, yeah.
That's wild.
It's like
that's wild, bro.
Come clear.
That's nasty work.
It's really nasty.
That's
work.
nasty work.
And
Cringy.
That's nasty work, bro.
And the more vulgar she is, the more they put her out in front. And you have people like Rhapsody who's struggling.
Yeah.
Struggling to be seen in these media platforms, who's dropping some of the
There's so much
artists.
substance.
She just did an interview. I gotta check out.
That's one of my favorite female
Yeah.
rappers
It's
out.
crazy how solid.
But is it her, the industry, or is it us?
It's
As a
all
collective?
the
Three.
above.
All of the above.
All the
It's
above.
all the above.
We consume our media now in a way that makes it so expendable. You think about back in the day, we got a CD. We burnt that bitch till it didn't spin anymore. Now we ingest an album, and most of the time you don't hear about it ever again. Oh damn, I remember that boy put out an album. You don't even hear about it.
It's yeah. It's microwaves now.
Unless you have a song constantly in your rotation, most of the time you don't go back to that album, or you don't even go back to that person. Most of the time, they're giving us so many trash folks.
But that's it's all three. Like,
We eat it up.
we eat it up.
Yeah.
I mean, the industry loves putting us down.
Yep.
Like, they love when we degrade ourselves and they sell that shit. They love it. Like,
Hand over fist, man. And
They
they know
love
we're
that
gonna
shit.
buy it, so they keep selling it. And like I said, with Rhapsody, she's out there promoting herself, but the companies won't, because that's not the image they want the young
No.
black girl to
That's
think
how.
it's okay.
no, they don't.
Once they see it's cool to have some respect for yourself, to put some clothes on, and you'll get a higher
Exactly.
quality. Man, they got these girls thinking that the table is the table you're supposed to bring to the table. And you don't even have a table or a house to put the table in, or chairs to sit at. It's sad, man. I feel bad.
They don't even come
I
to the
hate it.
table thinking like, let's build something together. I want a man that I can build with.
They want you to have it already.
Yeah, they want you to build it, and they come and they live in it. I'm like, what the hell?
So to put everything in context, TikTok and Billboard, they launched a new top 50 songs chart. So just our luck, there's another chart
Yeah.
You know, and what bugs this about me is the fact that, you know,
We have to have the other chart.
not even that. It's cool if media publications or music publications like not Billboard. That's my gripe. But it's within the culture.
But
we can, you know, if we're in the culture, okay, that's fine. We can have charts or whatever. But people outside of the culture that don't understand what the culture is
can't be making these decisions.
Can't be making these decisions.
So I want to touch on this. You know, I love sports.
Yeah.
College football.
Right.
They're not going to pick some random Joe Schmo off the couch to do the playoffs. They're not going to say, hey, you know what? You look like you might know some football. What do you think about Alabama? What do you think about Ohio State? No, these are qualified people on this panel that have watched sports. And I mean, even like the whole, Florida State, that they were mad because they were undefeated and they didn't get in, but they lost their quarterback. So they're like, yes, that's a good team, and yes, they deserve to be there, but without their quarterback, they don't stand. Why are these random people making these hip-hop lists when they have no credentials for this? Why are they doing that? Why isn't it like, you know, you got old MCs or, you know, producers or this, that, and the other?
or like a round table of like qualified you know, hip-hop media. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, people within the industry, you know?
You got people voting, a girl saying her booty hole brown. Like, that's who the number, like, why?
What did Jay-Z say? He said, I can't fight them, but I can fight them within. So, like, if somebody's outside of our culture, the way they do is you infiltrate within. You put individuals in our culture, and then everybody is not, you know, thinking on the same plan. Some people are sheep. Most people are sheep.
Yeah, I mean,
so they're gonna follow the trend or follow. Whatever.
And I get we're with the times. You know, TikTok, it's a powerful platform. Yeah. A lot of people have broken songs on TikTok. A lot of people have saw a spike in their sales, you know, by putting a song on TikTok.
Right.
What's that? That song from that show on Netflix, with the upside down, I can't think of it.
Rap shit?
No. You talking about Stranger Things. You talking about
that girl
running up that hill. Yeah.
It's a song from the 80s.
The 80s, and she just went like, she started spiking in sales because of that thing.
Yeah. She sold 1,469 copies of that song prior to that show, and it came out, 3 decades ago?
Yeah.
It went on the show, and then it went multi-platinum. Right.
Exactly.
Right after.
So I get we have to move with the times, and I guess TikTok teamed up with Billboard to do another chart. Wow. And it's mainly catered to what's on TikTok, what's popular on TikTok.
Yeah. Because everybody twerking. They putting cameras in the ceiling now and twerking.
The 9 seconds of a video is not the whole song.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. The soundbite of the song becomes popular, and now the streams of the song goes, but it still doesn't.
So now that's why we landed here on Ski being number 1.
Yep. And
they said she also appears on the TikTok Billboard Top 50 chart 3 more times. At number 19, Looking for the Hoes Ain't My Fault, and number 27, Face Down, and number 50 with Mad at Me. So she's on there like a number of 4 times on the TikTok charts.
Bruh.
And I guarantee you each song is the exact same lyrics, just shuffled.
It said the number 2 position for the TikTok charts was Doja Cat's Paint the Town Red. Now, I can see that because everywhere I looked at on TikTok,
there's a dance
challenge to that, you know, to that song. So,
but we need to look at that as a culture. We need to look at these things and be like, okay, when these things are seen and employers see this, different people see this is what they look and this is what they see in you.
But but even I'm trying to think of the word. We're not the ones doing that.
No, we're not.
90% of the time, it's not us. That's someone like that'll make a song and then a different group of people will run with it and then make that popular. Like, you know.
But that one person, the head person that did that, she's a reflection, regardless of we wanted to, is she even thinking of that? It's a reflection on every one of us when we go to get a house, when we go to get a loan, we go to do anything that we need to do.
That's the whole point of it all.
We
Make us look bad.
We are that.
We're thugs, they're
Yep,
hoes.
yep.
And that's how they see us, no matter what.
Right.
I deal with it on a daily basis. I work in the middle of UNC, and I deal with so much of them trying to make me seem inadequate simply because I'm a black man in a high position. You know, and they'll try to put things on me that I don't even have anything to do with. So just because I can't answer it, I'm deemed inadequate.
Right.
Yeah.
It's outside of my pay grade. Or then when you do ask me something outside of my pay grade and I do know it, you dismiss me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Deal
how
with
it
that
goes.
too. I deal with that too,
all
bro.
the time. And that's something that, you know what I'm saying, I deal with on a daily basis. So I definitely understand that.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, like I said, I understand the need for the chart that Billboard teamed up with TikTok, but at the same time, like, don't tell the culture that this is the #1 rap song for 2023 when you have no idea what else is being pumped
Guess
in
what?
this culture.
They partnered
That's
with
all.
TikTok. It would have been nothing to make a survey. Hey guys, what's your favorite album of this year? And have actual.
Well, they're probably just going off of the algorithm. They probably just going off of that. They're
Well,
probably just going off of the algorithm.
It get a little deeper than that because,
But-
you know, China's still on TikTok. And so, no, this is real. This is real. So one of the things that they write algorithms to create these as being a thing because they want to show the rest of the world this is what America is. And then even deeper is these individuals, these demographics, these are people of those demographics, and this is all they are.
Right.
They're twerkers, they sell drugs, they dope dealers, they, you know what I'm saying, they blicking and all that.
That's
and
why black fights get shown.
Yep.
And then when a white fight happens, they take it down.
Yeah.
You will very easily
Yeah.
see black people shooting, fighting, arguing all over these social media
medias.
pages.
Yep.
But it violates community guidelines when it's any other anybody.
Goes back to the major thing that we talked about. So they see those things, and to him, I mean, to society, it looks at him, oh, he's a big, strong black guy. He plays a street thug that went to jail in the Creed movie. This is him.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's like I said, it's a slippery slope when it comes to this, outside entities trying to dictate or like move the needle or be involved in anything within the culture. It always irks my nerves, and I just,
Those Vlad TV type people.
Yeah, vulture.
Word up.
Yeah.
That's why I mess
Culture
with Dame.
vultures.
Dame my dude, bro.
Culture vultures. You know what I'm saying?
Dame my dude, man. I love Dame Dame took a lot of, like you say, he took a lot of bullets for people to be where they at right now. And like for people to like step on Dame the way they do, you know what I'm saying? Like I just recently, I'm going too long, but
No, I seen you talking about him and Young Guru.
No, with Jay-Z, it's a thing right now where he said that he taught Jay-Z business. It's nothing wrong with him teaching Jay-Z the business and Jay-Z becoming the businessman he is today. It's nothing wrong to say that Dame Dash taught him that. What does he not get from that? He still is Jay-Z. He's still a potent businessman. He just got some of his game. The person who taught him that game was Dame. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong. Like you taught me, you teach me things that I'll be like, okay, shit, I'll build off of that. Vice versa.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that. I mean, one time for Dusko Poppington. Right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And with that said, we will be back. Don't touch that dial. This is Hip Hop Marvel's podcast, your friendly neighborhood club for all things hip hop and Marvel, where we got it locked from the block to the comic shop. Be right back. Are you looking for a sweet treat to brighten up your day? Do you want to support a local black-owned business that makes delicious pastries and snacks? Then you need to check out HookandKee Creations out of Sanford, North Carolina. HookandKee Creations offers a variety of mouth-watering goodies with a New Orleans flair. Cupcakes, cakes, cookies, candy apples, candied popcorn, ooey gooey bars, and more. They use fresh ingredients and homemade recipes to make every bite a delight. Whether you need a cake for a special occasion, a snack for your office meeting, or just to treat yourself, HookandKee Creations has you covered. You can order online, call, or text 919-537-9676 and follow them on Facebook and Instagram to see their latest creations and promotions. Order from HookandKee Creations today and enjoy a little taste of New Orleans, one bite at a time.
What's good? It's your play upon the 2 Chainz, you feel me? In the building, money all the way to the ceiling.
Hey yo, what up everybody? This is Thigh Home.
Yo, this is Trackstar the DJ.
Hey yo, what's up? Relax your mind, let your constantly free and get down to the sound of PFD. This is Paris Smith, legendary rapper, PFD.
Rocking with Precyce Politix.
Yo, what up? This is DJ Clips.
Hello everybody, this is Jennifer Duval.
It's your boy Sheik Luch. D-Block, all day silverback gorillas.
What's good, people? This is Eternally MC.
What's up? This your boy Wyclef Jean, a.k.a. Spider-Man. You already know I'm a superhero. What makes me a superhero? Come on. Hip-Hop Marvels.
This is Hip-Hop Marvels.
We are live at Hip-Hop Marvels. So you know how we do all the things all the time. This is where the superheroes reside, you know what I'm saying?
Hip-Hop Marvels podcast. Keep tuned in, because they couldn't have bridged together a better gap, all right?
Hip-Hop Marvels podcast. I'm over here marveling at all these dope sounds.
That's the chill. Hip-Hop Marvels.
Right now I'm checking out Hip-Hop Marvels podcast, available wherever dope podcasts are streamed.
Right now you checking out Hip Hop Marvels podcast.
Keep blazing that shit and all that.
Feel me? You're tuning to the
Hip-Hop Marvels podcast. You on that? Your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip-hop and Marvel.
2 Chainz Radio.
And we're back. Hip Hop Marvels podcast, your friendly neighborhood plug for all things hip hop and Marvel, where we got it locked from the block to the comic shop. You know what I'm saying? Episode number 43, Major Malfunction.
Yeah.
Here with the squad. You know what I mean?
Sir. Squad up.
Indeed. You know, so
shout out to Rick the Ruler for the sweater throw out.
Yeah, yeah, you got it. Go ahead, light it up for him one more time.
Yeah, because he took it to a
y'all
whole
lit.
new level.
Let me get y'all lit.
You got a Christmas
sweater. Let me get y'all lit right now.
You
have a Christmas sweater.
Yeah.
Word.
That's next level, right?
Yeah.
Next level. You know what I'm saying?
Mine got lost in the mail. So I'm
Yeah,
still mad about it.
I hate that son. For you.
Man, they were trying to hit me for $80 for shipping. I wanted to get the Biggie one. They had like a Biggie shirt. Said it was all a dream. I think it was. No, wasn't it White Christmas?
$80?
Yeah, that's because they're coming from a person.
Yeah.
They're allowed to assume. Charge what they want.
For us to get it by Friday, it was like $80 for shipping. I was like, I'm cool.
Nah, I'm good on
Wonder
that.
why Christmas missed us.
Don't order on your birthday or it'll be a worse day.
Yes,
Shit.
sir.
Shit, man. But yeah, so it's time for Yes, Y'all. Speaking of hip hop, Yes, Y'all.
Yes,
You don't
y'all.
stop, y'all. So let's talk about this Scarface Tiny Desk, man.
Whoa, top 5. All time. No debate.
Yeah.
No debate.
One of the best. I watch a lot of Tiny Desk. Rap.
I do too.
I mean, all kinds of genres.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, for sure.
They're really entertaining seeing
Yes.
an artist in their raw nature. Scarface killed that shit.
Genius, talented,
Some of
all
those songs
around.
I didn't even know.
Dope MC.
Didn't care.
Man.
It was so cool to watch, man.
Hey, Scarface for me goes down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest storyteller in hip hop.
I wasn't familiar with his game, and that's just honest. And I enjoyed that thing.
If you watch you go to my TikToks.
If I'm gonna put anybody,
Fine.
if I'm gonna put anybody before him storytelling,
Slick
it would
Rick.
be Slick Rick.
Understood.
But he's definitely right under him.
And Big.
If anything,
Biggie.
well, Big. I mean,
That's
yeah,
fair.
we,
That's a
if,
guaranteed.
yeah, if we talking, if we extending the list, yeah, of course. But Scarface, man, he put on a master class, a clinic.
Yes.
With that Tiny Desk.
It was what he knew he was ready for that. You could tell that he imagined doing that for a long time.
Bruh.
It was effortless.
And the genius in it was how he was orchestrating everybody from the vocals.
While he was spitting, while he was spitting, he would look back,
pianist,
point at the bass player, point at, you know what I'm saying, and like, because see, a lot of people, you know, they fail to realize that Scarface is a musical person. You know, I've seen a lot of people, you know, talk about, well, why is he need to put the guitar down? Why is he, you know, why does he have a guitar? And
they don't know the history.
You got to do the history.
This shows you how musical rap music is, to be able to be broken down that way and it be so beautiful. That him doing can marry, bro.
Smile.
Yo.
Bought a tear, bro. It was just so good. It was so good. So genuine.
I have to put Scarface on so many lists.
Yeah.
Number one, he has to be like one of the top 5 voices in hip hop. His voice is so memorable, commanding. When he tells his story, it makes you want to listen. He paints it vivid.
You can see it while he's saying it.
And he's so articulate too.
Yeah, vivid.
Like, you know, they shit on the South. A lot of people shit on the South, all country bum. Man, this dude is so articulate, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm leaving alone. Like, him and Willie D had a little confrontation because I guess one of the awards wanted Scarface. And it's nothing to take away from Willie D and the Ghetto Boys and his contribution to the Ghetto Boys. Willie D has he has his own presence, but he's not the artist that Scarface is. And so when they wanted him to come, he, you know what I'm saying, and Willie D kind of upset. He said, man, it was a Ghetto Boys album. I was there. You should have called me. But he, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't had demanded the people that Scarface would. And that's just plain and simple. I love Willie D. I love what he do in his podcast and everything, but he's just not Scarface, bro.
I mean, I get what you're saying. You know, to that, I mean, I if he was looking at it as like a group effort, that's probably why he got in his feelings about it. Yeah, so but yeah, man. Overall, this Tiny Desk, I mean, he started off with My Block. It was so smooth. I love how they kept it so
like fluid. It just kept going.
It was fluid, and not only that, it was smooth and soft. Like, if you hear the original,
wasn't aggressive,
right?
Yeah,
you hear,
that's what I meant,
right? Yeah. You hear the original My Block beat. It's heavy thumps, you know, it's boom bappy kind of, you know what I'm saying?
That's the Tiny Desk way though. Like
It shows the artistry and what it did. And then him bringing out the guitar and breaking the song down even more down to the riff. And then you got the background vocals, that light little drum that was just going.
Yeah, because my man on the drums, it was a lot of rim shots. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's an intimate experience. Truly. You get to see the artist. You get to see all the emotions, everything that, and even him, what he was going through in those time frames, he was putting that in. That made it really artistic.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You can see some of the memories on.
Yeah,
he was telling stories. He was telling stories about it. He was like, yeah, yo, I ain't gonna lie, we was extra high when we did this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he told the story about him and Mike Dean. That's another one. Yeah. Mike Dean was killing the keys, man.
Oh, yes, sir.
And see, for me, I didn't really know that Mike Dean played a part in Scarface's early works and stuff. I didn't know that. I was familiar with Mike Dean from Kanye, you know.
But think about that. Who was Scarface working with? Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, and Kanye West.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like some of his to me, his
so that's how the dots probably connected. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. But yeah, you know, Mike Dean was killing it on the keys. You know, and to have this guy with you, and Mike Dean was attested to it, like, yo, he's musical. You know, he's the one. He said, I had this person playing this bass line, and he got up and played the bass line first. He was like, it went like this, and then sat back down and started spitting. Like, this dude is very hands-on.
Like playing Flavor Flav, play classical piano.
Bruh.
A lot of these guys
are musicians.
Yeah.
Musicians.
And they get paid to dumb down that vast knowledge and just give us the street.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
Jay-Z said that, dumb down and double my dollars.
Yeah.
I can't help the poor if I'm one of them.
Right. So, you know, yeah, man. Big shout out to Scarface, man. Face Mob. You know what I mean?
Face Mob?
I thought Juvies was dope.
I mean, he said,
you know what I'm
as I
saying?
think
I thought
outer
Juvies
space.
Tiny Desk was dope, which it was dope.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
You can tell Juvie was having fun. In that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But this one right here, and right at the end of the year too, it's
Oh,
like
man.
a
That was a gift. It was
It
so heartfelt.
went out with a bang with
Yeah,
this one.
that was a gift, baby.
favorite
Thank you,
was the
Scarface. Hey, you my top
that?
5 all time. No debate.
Oh, Mac Miller, yeah, most definitely.
Oh yeah, Mac Miller's was tight.
Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the drums, and while he was singing, rapping and shit, that was.
Mac Miller's made me go back and listen to some of his original stuff. Mac Miller is a dope MC. That's why, man.
He produced TDE would record with him in his studio, and he would help them with a lot of their music.
Yeah, that's where the moniker Larry Fisherman came from. That's his producer name, Larry Fisherman. Yeah, Larry Fisherman.
And Mac Miller, he did a song on the ninth one of the Wonder Years. It's called Love Song. He said even thugs gotta love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they had some dope Tiny Desk. Another, I mean, this is leaning towards the singing side, but he's a rapper turned singer.
Yeah.
T-Pain just had a
Hands down.
yeah, he just had a performance.
That shit was fire.
Yeah,
man.
My wife and I watched it last night.
Been a fan of
I did too. I
And-
watched it last
Yeah,
night.
I'm in
my
from
wife
the
and I watched it
beginning.
last night, and so the clever thing about it is T-Pain's a creative, right? So if you've been in tune, like he might have not been on the scene musically as much, but he's been behind the scenes doing a lot of shit. He has a podcast. He has a gaming network and shit. So
if I take one more drink, I'm going you. Hey, look,
Male Missy Elliott, man.
and I love how clever he is and simplistic. He said, "I ordered a drink. She gave me a drink."
If we drunk them,
we drunk
them, got drunk.
I love that. I love it for that.
Poetic and so
Right.
at the same time.
But so he, he just did a performance. Now he has an album out, and I think it came out. I want to say it came out last year.
It was the beginning of this
Or the beginning of
It was
this
like
year.
March or
Very
May.
beginning.
Yeah, and the name of the album is called "On Top of the Covers." Fire name, and the whole album is covers of different songs. So I remember when the album first came out, and I looked at the track list, I was like, "Oh, this dude is doing Don't Stop Believing."
Yeah,
he's doing Sam Cooke joints.
They paid him to stay auto-tuned. That man could have
Yeah. And see, that's the difference. I'm gonna talk to y'all, some of y'all youngins out. Hold on, disclaimer, right? Let me talk to some of y'all youngins out there.
Don't hurt him, D.
Let me.
Don't hurt him, dog.
I've been nice. I've been nice for too long. You know what I'm saying? Check this out.
Fuck that humble shit. Go ahead.
They amping me up, but check this out. Artists from our era, they choose to use auto-tune. And that only proves that there's some talent before they go to the auto-tune.
Talk your shit, T.
A lot of cats out here nowadays, they have to use auto-tune.
Talk your shit, dog.
You know
They
what I'm
don't
saying?
understand.
There's a big difference. So, youngins, if you're in the music business and you're trying to come up or whatever, make sure your talent is there first. And then you can experiment with the auto-tune and shit. Until then, if your shit ain't up to par with auto-tune off, it is not gonna be up to par with it on.
You were not T-Pain.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a quote from Dub Fleazy. You know what I'm saying? End quote.
Take that to the bank.
Take that to the bank.
Drop
But
the mic. Drop the mic on him.
Word. But yeah, so yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah, he did his thing, man. He did. My wife and I was jamming last night too. We had
Bro,
little,
me too. I was in the
Yeah, it's just
that guitarist, whoever that is, nigga, what?
He said, I didn't expect this tequila to hit me like this. I should have ate something, took a shit before I came.
Yeah. He was being himself. He was being funny. He was like,
too.
yeah, man. But yeah, he did Tennessee Whiskey.
Oh man,
he did fucking. Cause you make me want to shout.
But because he has so much range, and he's a true vocalist.
and artists, yeah.
Vocalist, yeah.
Because he performed more like the original album had 8 songs on it, but
Yeah,
like
he did more.
The
Yeah.
thing is, it's got like 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of Whitney Houston albums, one of her greatest songs was a Dolly Parton song that she resung in her own version, and she made it even fire.
And you hit something on that, because when my wife and I were watching it last night, I looked at my wife, I said, you know what's dope about this? He's making a lot of these songs his.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want to hear T-Pain singing Don't Stop Believing or singing Tennessee Whiskey just like Chris Stapleton.
Right. Yeah.
Like I want the T-Pain version of Tennessee Whiskey, the T-Pain version of Shout, or the you know what I mean?
He redid Ozzy Osbourne's War Pigs, bro.
He did American Woman.
That's one of my favorite
He did Lenny Kravitz, man. American Woman. Like he's had so much range.
Yeah.
So much range. So I did want to, now that we're talking about like, performances, because the Yes Yes Y'all segment is about, hip hop performances and album talk and stuff like that.
Digging a chest, D.
But we mentioned the Scarface Tiny Desk. I wanted to shed some light on this. I know it's not totally hip hop, but his first album was called Rapper Turned Singer.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Why isn't T-Pain? He is hip hop.
Yeah, of course.
He got bars.
Yeah,
I heard him the other day spitting some bars.
Yeah, no, he got bars for sure.
I mean, but this is a cultural thing, though, man. This is a
Yeah.
cultural thing. I mean, I know we hip hop marvels, but it's still a culture.
Yeah, it's still a culture. Yeah. And he's a part of the culture. Yeah, he's still a part of the culture.
So we gonna talk about
it was a brief time he was blackballed, and he was still putting out music. He was
fire music at that.
He got rid of the auto-tune, and there's a track called Stoicville. I don't know if you've ever heard it. And it's a video he did. And they banned it off of YouTube for some time. It was hard to find. Give it a try. Stoicville. He talks about him wearing the top hats and how he had to change his image, and like all the things that they were making him clown and do that he didn't really want.
It was a point in time where he cut all his hair off. He had a fade.
Yep.
He had a fade.
Well, he had like a little nervous breakdown at some point.
That song,
That's
Stoicville, it explains him being with a white woman. Like, he talks so much about his life in that song.
Oh, and speaking of his wife is very fucking supportive, though.
Wholeheartedly.
Very supportive.
That's a ride or die.
Man.
I think that's what Jonathan Majors was.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what he wanted.
The thing is love who you love, man. Like
it don't matter.
It don't matter.
None of that matters.
What you eat don't make me shit, and that's what people got to get on. Like what you eat don't make me shit.
Worry about too many other people's opinions.
But my wife and I were talking about that last night about his wife, because he even said, it's like somebody was like, "I love you, T-Pain," and he was like, "I love you too." My wife's here though. My wife's here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So and then his podcast. I watch his podcast too, and his wife. I want to say his wife was like like a lot of those songs, those bartender songs and drinking songs, was about his wife because I think she's a certified like mixologist or some shit. Because any guest that comes on his show, she makes a drink catered to that guest.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what's up.
On the spot, like here,
so she a mixologist or whatever else thing they call them.
Mixologist, yeah, that's what they call them. Yeah, so, that support goes a long way. She's always when he's doing the podcast, she's right there. Yeah. Even his gaming channel, he's gaming and shit.
He said he made more money gaming than he ever did in music.
Right,
which is
so he's sitting there gaming, and she's right behind him, like talking to him and shit.
That Twitch is real, man.
It is.
So yeah, man. Shout out to T-Pain. Shout out to Face Mob. You know what I mean?
Yes, Lord.
Tylenol pain relief.
So yeah, man. I'll dropping gems segment. You know what I mean? Dropping gems. I want to talk about. I want you guys to give me some of your hip hop and Marvel holiday memories. Like some holiday memories you remember with as regarding to hip hop, Marvel. It could be a toy you got when you were younger, or it could be a movie you seen when you were younger. It could be, a song you heard.
It's funny you say that, because a memory popped in my head immediately. The first time I had ever saw the vinyl for Houdini's album, Freaks Come Out at Night. It was lime green.
Ooh, okay.
It was sitting on a giant block party speaker in my uncle's house, and they were gearing up for a Christmas block party. And this
they threw the freaks come out at the Christmas party. That's what's up. The freak come out.
And it was weird. It was like 63 degrees that year for Christmas. And they decided to go outside. And it was the first time I ever saw a record that was green. And it just blew my mind, man. It was just so dope to see. And I asked him what it was, and he was like, I'll show you. And he put it on, and he just, the freaks come out. I was like,
that's that jam, boy. That's that jam.
It's the first time I had heard that song. First time I had saw that actual record.
That's the jam, man.
And that was the same day that I got to meet Dougie Fresh for the first time.
Whoa.
That's what's up. I met him in my lifetime too, but you met him young.
I was single. Yeah, I was single.
You met him young.
I think I was like 8 years
you
old.
You probably met like the self-destruction.
He didn't have a Jerry curl yet.
Oh shit.
He didn't even have a Jerry curl.
Doing the Dougie with the Jerry curl. Like shout out Dougie Fresh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out Dougie Fresh. That's what's up, man.
Originator.
Anybody else got any
Man, all right. So when I was a kid, they had the magazines where you could order albums from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you talking about like 12 of them for like a penny
What
or
was
some
that
shit?
shit called?
Public? No, was it Publish and Clear? No, not Publish. What was it?
I'm trying to think of that shit.
The Columbia shit.
Columbia
House
Records.
Columbia House.
My dad had a Cavalier that he used to drive to work with a system in it, and he would bump the Chronic 2000, like all. So my grandmother had that magazine, and I ordered the Chronic 2001. I was like 9 at the time. 9 at the time.
Damn.
And my dad wouldn't he would let me listen to it. My mom wasn't around, but my mom was just like, nah. So for Christmas, I ordered that was the CD that I ordered. And I remember listening to that shit in my room. And my dad came upstairs like, where'd you get this? You're not supposed to be listening to this. And I'm sitting there like, he looked through his shit to make sure I didn't take his.
Yeah.
But that I remember that was was it the day after Christmas? I think as I got it for Christmas, and then I had a little CD player. That's how.
That's what's up.
That's dope. That's a nice memory on that.
That it was crazy because I got like halfway through, and then he came upstairs But
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Mine would probably be when we watched, was it Breaking? Where they had the end, where they had the Christmas thing, and they had Kumo D in them. When they were doing a Christmas thing where they were they just had the white gloves and their hands was out, whatever. Wasn't that Breaking?
I'm trying to think. They had the white gloves.
Yeah, there was they were doing a Christmas, it was Kumo D doing a Christmas song on it.
Was
in the part of the end of the part of the movie, you remember? Toward the
was that 2 or 1?
I don't know. I think it was.
Was it Electric Boogaloo? Breaking 2 is Electric Boogaloo.
Was it?
I haven't seen Breaking in a minute.
Yeah. I used to watch that with my dad all the time as a kid.
I think
the first one was my shit though.
Yeah.
That shit come on, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, that was a shit, man. Hey, you know who was in that movie? I think Breaking. Jean-Claude Van Damme was in the movie.
Yeah, he was. He was outside doing that same
crazy.
fucking move that clapped.
Hell yeah.
That same dumbass dance
he did in Bloodsport and shit.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw that movie. Crazy.
Oh, Frank Dukes.
This isn't really like Marvel, but it was and I say this because I'm kind of want to bridge it to something else too, like mech. I was really into Robotech. And shout out to my big baby sister. That's my older sister. Is a thing where I say baby.
Well, it don't necessarily have to be. Matter of fact, maybe I just kind of boxed us in by just saying Marvel and shit. But because it's the holidays, man.
Yeah,
any Christmas, any Christmas memory.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
She got me this Macron 1, the fucking aircraft carrier, and that shit stood about 3 feet. I want to buy.
Was it bigger than the USS Flag? G.I. Joe shit?
Pretty much.
That was the holy grail toy when we was a kid, man.
It was probably approximately that big.
USS Flag aircraft carrier?
Yeah, that was a shit.
G.I. Joe, that shit was that shit.
It was big, yeah.
That was, man, that was a big deal, man, for real.
And shout out to my big baby sister, T. Thank you for that. Because, I remember she had a job. She was working for the government at the time, and she, got that for me, man. And I always remember that. And, I had it for a long time. We moved from Frisco to Mississippi. kind of lost it in traveling. But I'm gonna give me another one. But that was one of my greatest.
One Christmas I remember, and this is like mid '80s. I was a big Knight Rider fan.
Oh shit!
Okay. I was a big Knight Rider fan. Michael Knight was my nigga. Like every time it came on, ooh, it's on. That and 18, right?
18.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I had the van. We had the van.
Yeah, that and 18. So one Christmas, I had to be about 5. I want to say I was 5. And I remember this because it was one of the dopest Christmases, right? So one Christmas, my mom and my dad got me this, I think it's called the Coleco Knight Rider pedal car. So it was the fucking car. You get in, it looked like a Power Wheel, but it wasn't, you had to pedal it to go, and drive.
Yeah.
It had the inside, the button, it had a red button, you push it, the fucking
lights. Oh, that was the shit right
Bruh,
there, buddy.
you couldn't tell me. There's a picture, and I may post it up. There's a picture of when I got that shit, and my sister, I told her to get in, and I was trying to drive it around the living room. So I remember that Christmas, man. I want to get there's a lot of toys that I got as a kid for Christmas that got lost in the sauce, and I want to try to as an adult just find them and buy them just to.
Oh yeah.
Not even just to look at them,
I'm
to collect
put you
them.
in contact with my homeboy. That's what he does. He finds toys.
So he's like toy hunter. I used to love that show.
Bro goes everywhere, looks through shit.
I got a retro place in Raleigh that I'm gonna send you the information.
It's a few things like the fucking He-Man battle damage fucking battle chest. You remember when you hit the fucking chest?
It'll flip.
And it flips.
Yeah.
And it got one hit, and then you hit it again. It's like 2 hits. Man, we had some toys back then,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
We had some fly ass toys.
Sturdy.
All the He-Man toys was dope. The Mecha Neck with the fucking neck come up.
Jumpman, the one with the springs.
The springs in them. Yeah, Mecha Neck. You had
So this is what she got me. That was the one right there.
Yo, I remember that.
My sister got that shit was like 3 feet high.
I remember that.
Man, that was you couldn't tell me shit, man. I'm always love her for that though. That's my big sister. I love her. She's like second mom. But
that's hard.
Yeah, that was the shit. Right
I can't remember if it was from a show or what, but I remember my mom for one Christmas she got me this. It was like a robot, but it turned into a gun. The shit was hard. Like
the purple one, like the
it turned into
Transformer
It
one?
turned into a pistol, but then it transformed. But I don't think it was Transformers though. It was kind of gray. I can't remember that shit. It was gray. It turned into a fucking gun. If I could find that, another one. And I'm just going off the top. Another memory I got. My grandmother got me a Voltron sword. I was a big Voltron.
Shit.
I was a big Voltron fan. So everybody, if you remember back in the day, those Voltron pieces, like the lions, they were die cast metal.
yeah.
Them shits was heavy as
But they
hell.
were metal, yeah.
I remember I dropped one on my toe. That shit was, I was a kid. I dropped one on my toe.
Was that it? Like something like that?
Yeah, but it was like a regular pistol though. It was like a regular pistol.
Oh, you talking about the
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, that's a Transformer one. That's Megatron. Is it Megatron? Yeah.
Yo, that might be it.
Yeah, that's Megatron. But they had the other one that was a purple one. It was the sound. I think it was a Soundwave turned into a gun. The purple
turned
one.
into a cassette tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that was the dope shit.
They just made one of the
cassette
Transformer
tape.
movies of him.
That was dope.
But it was. I'm gonna look that shit
But I think
up
that
now.
was it. I think that was it. That shit was hard though. But yeah, my grandmother got me a Voltron sword, and I broke it the exact same day I got it.
Damn.
Christmas Day.
Oh,
I was
man.
hitting the. Matter of fact, it was like an awning like this, and of course I open it up out the.
Pow, pow.
Yeah, it was one of them. It was one of them sword. It was one, and that's exactly how I was. I was crying. I didn't realize how fucking hollow that was, and then now I got my grandmother like, can't give you shit, like so. So my Christmas was like
That's the one. Shockwave. That's the
Oh,
one that
okay.
turned to the purple gun.
Yeah.
That was the purple one. Yeah.
yeah. So my ass, I didn't know that the shit was hollow. I was just excited, and it was it came in like a It was like when a lot of those toys came in like just a regular cardboard slab And it was twisty.
Come off the
it was
joint,
just
yeah.
twisty tied to it
yeah.
or whatever. So I was like a Voltron. So I undid the twisty ties, took that motherfucker out, was like Voltron, ran to the wall, bah, bah, and the fucking tip flew off and it hit the floor. It sounded like a Pringles can. That shit was like boom, boom, boom. I was like looking at it like, looking at it. I looked at it. I was like, damn. and grandmother, she went off because I just opened it for Christmas, man. Money.
Right.
Just opened it. And I'm just sitting there like, looking stupid.
You talking about like, fuck your couch. Darkness.
You know,
darkness is fuck your couch.
But
yeah,
you rich motherfucker.
Right. But yeah, man, like, you know, there was a lot of Christmases, man, that I remember, memorable ones. I remember the first Christmas I got a bike. Shout out to Pop.
Nice.
I got a bike. I got a bike for Christmas, and I rode with the training wheels for a long time, right?
Man,
I grew up in the hood. I ain't learned to ride a bike till I was 14.
I rode I rode with the training wheels for the longest time. And then I remember it was around the time Batman came out, the first Batman movie, the Tim Burton, first joint, 89, right?
Yeah.
So this when McDonald's had a campaign when they was doing with the Batman. You know how McDonald's teamed up with the movies and shit. So they had these like Batman glasses. Like this is back in the day when like I collected like superhero cups and shit like that when I was a kid. You know, you had like cereal bowls with superheroes on them.
Jelly
shit.
jars had the little Garfield.
Yeah. This back in the day when you can get Marvel cards in Wonder Bread, nigga. You remember that?
Yeah.
Motherfucking cards was at the bottom of the Wonder
Everybody
Bread.
was cross-pollinating.
For real. Yo, this back when you dumped the whole cereal out to get the toy, nigga. Like, mama whooped your ass. Like, where all the fucking cereal go?
My older brother used to steal all the damn toys out the cereal box. I used to be so pissed off.
Yeah, if you had siblings, somebody went and got it first. You know what I'm saying?
That shit.
Yeah, for real. I want the toy. You know what I'm saying? So it was around that time, right? So they had these Batman glasses. So my dad convinced me. He said, man, I want to take you to the park. We're going to take these training wheels off and you're going to learn how to ride a bike. So I wasn't that confident in myself. So we went and there was a Lincoln Park. I'll never forget it. Shout out Jersey City, Lincoln Park. It's this steep, like there's these steep steps. Like they're like long drug out steps, but it's like it goes down, right?
Yeah.
And we were up on top, and my dad's teaching me how to ride. And then I finally had it. You know how you know, trying to keep control of it. So my dad let me go. I'm going towards the steps. And I was scared as hell, but I held on, right? And I was riding. I was like, yeah, Dad, I'm riding, you know, and I'm just going down the steps like this. Going like this, but I'm holding on because I want these Batman glasses. So I'm like, and then I go and out the fucking entryway of the park, and I was about to go right into the street, and my dad caught me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had
memory.
I had to prove that to him so I can get. And yeah, we went to McDonald's. I got me a Happy Meal, and he bought me those glasses, man.
No, that's right.
I never forget that shit. But that stemmed from that bike that I got for that one Christmas.
Shout out to dads who teach they children how to ride bikes.
Fact.
Yeah. Shout out to Pops though. Like
shout out to my pops. He taught me at 3. My sister could ride a bike. I couldn't. I was so mad. He took him off and was like, vroom. I fell like 4 or 5 times.
Fuck y'all
After
ass niggas.
Right.
Hey, my big brother, the same motherfucker that was stealing all the damn cereal toys. He taught me. I fucking ran to a motherfucking Nova, a Chevy Nova. I'll never forget that shit. Flying down the hill.
Trying to learn how to ride a bike.
Huh?
You know how he taught me how to swim?
Just threw your ass in.
Threw my ass in the deep end.
Yeah.
It worked though, didn't it?
Yeah. Sink or swim.
He's like, nope. You see him? He's coming up for air, ain't he? He's fine.
That's crazy. But yeah, man, like you know, it's a lot of memory. It's different though. Like that's why I get joy out of seeing kids, you know, open presents or get excited about the holidays. Because I was that kid.
Yeah.
I'm from the era where nigga the bulbs on the tree were glass, nigga.
Yeah.
You just step on them shits like my man in Home Alone. Them shits will fuck your feet up. You know what I'm saying? I'm from that era. I'm I'm from the era where they had the tinsel shit all over the tree.
Yeah,
and that shit would be all over the house. You remember that little silvery tinsel shit?
It wasn't Christmas in our home until my big baby sister knocked the Christmas tree over. For 3 years straight, she would knock the Christmas tree over every year. It was like tradition. But the things that I most remember about the holidays, you know what I'm saying, is just the memories. Like all the toys I got, I love my parents for doing it. But the most important ones was when all my family members was there, from my grandmother, my aunts and cousins, and it was just all around that 30 cakes, motherfucking the 40 pies,
word. For
2
real, all them
turkeys,
foods,
3
hell,
hams. Shit.
I'm telling you,
man, that was the best times ever.
Yeah, for real.
That's what it truly is. It took me to mature to realize that those moments mean more than you.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, see, the thing for me, like for our family growing up, it was the joy of, okay, we opened up everything here at the house. You know, I got some new fits and shit.
Hell yeah.
All right, put your clothes on. We going to grandma's house. Word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You get your new fit, and then, mama, can we bring one toy? Yeah, bring one toy, nigga.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You bring a toy, you bring your new.
I bet y'all ain't got this. Look what I got.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Then you get to grandma's house and grandma hand out the presents and shit. Now you open both shit. Then that's when you see all the food. Everybody come over to grandma's crib. The cousin see, like, what you get? What you get? What you get? Yep. So yeah, that was a big thing, man.
That was the good days.
Yeah, man. Them the good old days.
I think I try to keep that tradition alive with my sister. Like, you know, we're the only 2 here in North Carolina, so like we try to spend holidays and shit together. Like my dad comes down for Thanksgiving. I get to see him, but as far as that, my family's scattered all over.
No, it's important for us. Like it's crazy, and my dad, he mentions it a lot. He's like, yo, we're not gonna be here for long. So like, and I'm the oldest sibling, so he's like, yo, you gotta keep the tradition going, because if you don't, it's gonna end with us, with the older people. You know what I mean? And
we kind of got to be in charge of that. We have to be the ones to make those reunions happen, those get-togethers, because without it, everybody's for self.
Exactly.
It's like, well, why don't we have these events? Because there's nobody doing them.
Exactly.
And if you do it, they'll come.
Because the matriarchs of the families have passed on, like my grandmother and my dad, and they were the ones that instrument and putting all those things together. I remember we used to go to the park up in Golden Gate Park and invite all the family, barbecue. My dad bring out the grills, because, you know, my dad was a chef, so he cooking up. People bring in side dishes, aunts and uncles and shit. So I remember I did it one time before I left Arizona. My sisters and them still out there. And I remember my brother-in-law saying, man, this is the last time. He said this is gonna be the closest thing from when we was filmed on.
Like as the years go on, like you said, the matriarchs and patriarchs, they like
that's hard for me, because my wife is the matriarch of her family. Like she's the oldest sister, and their mom's dead, so it's like everybody
they rely on her.
She's
it's
out
when it's time
every
for the kids to get
holiday.
dropped off, they come in here. You know, the sisters come over. And I keep my space. I'll be back. You know,
right. No, I get it. But we're in that position now. We got to keep that. So that's important that you said, T. Like, you know, it's important you and your sister, like, you know, and your sister has kids, I assume, right? Yeah. Get the cousins.
You like being an uncle,
that's,
don't you?
I do.
Yeah, I didn't think I would. Being an uncle.
Well, that's the crazy part, because like,
I love it.
All of our kids are so, like, my kids are 6 years apart. So like my daughter's 14, but my nephew's about to be 12. My son's about to be 8. My nephew will be 7.
Right.
Then my youngest,
so they
she's
kind
2, and my nephew.
They're like
2.
siblings.
Yeah, they like siblings then.
Like for the longest, it was just my daughter and my nephew. So like they're close. They're all close. Like I get home from work every day, and my son's on the phone with his cousin playing Roblox or something.
That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what you want. You want that because that's gonna make it easier. As we get older, it's for family to stick together.
You're building a support system already, bro.
It's funny because they fight so much. Like they'll be ready to like brawl, and I'm like, nah, that's your baby cousin. Protect him at all costs. Like,
definitely.
But that's a part of it too, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna fight, but y'all always gonna be together. Like one thing with me and my cousins, I love them dudes to death. Even though we be going back and forth, be shit going on, but at the end of the day, me and my sisters and brothers and shit, we might fight or whatever. We might have a little about each other, but shit, you fuck with one of us, boy, you got to fuck with everybody.
Exactly. And that's, and you know, and that's what, you know, I wanted to bring to light for this dropping gem segment, man. Just family is important. Family over everything.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? We go through our ups and downs. All families do.
Yeah.
Some families are dysfunctional.
Yeah.
some more than others. But at the end of the day, you know, family
Still
is
got love for
all
them.
you have. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
It's all you got.
Especially around a time like this, around the holidays, man. So from our hip hop Marvel family to your family, like Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
Merry
and enjoy y'all families, man. You know what I mean? While you have the time, because life is short.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
It is.
I learned
really
that a
is.
lot this year.
Life is
I
life
learned
is
that a
short.
lot.
I done lost a couple of partners, even to like, you know what I'm saying? And this is something really to me too. I want like, if y'all know anybody that, you know what I'm saying, you know, that may be having some problems with substance abuse or something like that, man, reach out to them and don't put it off, because like I had a homeboy, my best friend growing up, he was found in a motel like for 7 days. He had OD'd off of fentanyl. That shit fucking the game up, blood, for real.
Yeah, I
That
remember
shit
you
fucking
telling me that.
everybody up.
Yeah, I remember you telling me
And
that.
I had another homeboy that I was real close to, cousin. You know, he was a family member, but we were still best friends, and he died in the same area, man. That shit's like, it's really bad. It's an epidemic, bro.
Yeah. Make sure, you know, if you got someone you're close with, definitely, you know, reach out to them and try to be lend an ear or shoulder or
You'd be
something.
surprised
You know
how
what
much
I'm saying?
it'll help.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, so before we get out of here, before we move on, any expectations for 2024? Just real quick.
Man,
Like for yourself.
I need a
But-
better year. Like I lost my niece, my aunt, in-law. Like I lost a lot of people last year, so I'm gonna need a better year. I need a positive year this year, you know. So
That's what's up.
I'm speaking
My
that into
condolences
existence
for
right
your
now.
loss, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
What about you, Jay?
I expect us to grow. I expect us to get where we're going.
Yeah,
to be honest,
most definitely.
or even just make the first few steps in the journey in the direction we're looking for. This right here was a great opportunity for myself. I continue to tell you guys that I appreciate you including me. It's fucking awesome.
Oh man,
Love
no
having
doubt,
you
no
here,
doubt.
man.
And
Love
I
having you
I
here.
truly appreciate you guys adding me to this.
Yeah, you're dope, but I mean, you fit. We fit with the group, man. You fit with the squad. So
I feel like I've gained some brothers in you guys, and I wouldn't trade that shit for the world.
Hey, same
Hey,
here,
same
bro.
here, bro.
Same here.
That's what I was going to touch on. You know, when you said family's important, it's like family's not always who you're giving. It's the people you choose.
Oh yeah, and that's what I meant by that. Like, you know, that's what I meant. It doesn't have to be blood. It could be, you know what I'm saying? I know some people that are closer with their friends to the point, you know, they call it either brother or sister, and more so than blood. You know what I'm saying? So
I learned that the hard way, but in a great way. That you're giving family. People you choose to keep around that are loyal.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? For me, I just like you said, expect this podcast to grow. And I'm prepared to
I don't expect I know.
I know.
Yeah.
No.
We're going.
Yeah, we're going. I'm just saying this expectations.
But in the universe, baby. Most
definitely. And you know,
Go like a blue whale, baby.
I know we gotta, you know, put in the footwork, you know, because faith without action is null and void. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we definitely gonna you know, lay the groundwork, continue to do what we do, grow. And as far as like, you know, me personally, just do a lot of things differently. As far as like taking my health more serious, getting up there in age, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost time for that C word, bro.
Dub.
It's almost time for that infamous C word, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dub, I had this
You know what I mean?
conversation with somebody the other day. Like, we at the age, like, you know, for me, like, I've been hitting the gym a lot. But I'm 32. Like, so I'm trying to instill that in my everyday life, because we at the age now you can't eat how you want to eat.
Nope.
You can't do the things you want to do unless you take those steps, because your health is the number one thing. And
and I've been slacking.
Health is wealth, baby.
Yeah, health is wealth, and I've been slacking big time.
An item off of my eating list almost every week, bro. It's sad.
At our age, man, we gotta put ourselves like can't eat like we used to.
Yeah, I'm about to fast. I'm about to go on my fast.
People, people dying off at early ages.
Random things.
The fasting helps. I'm telling you, that does.
Yeah, I usually do it like maybe every 2 or 3 months. I'll fast for like a week or something, and I'll just like water, vegetables, fruit.
I suffer from Crohn's and colitis. Every male in my family, unfortunately, has it, and I have to almost once a month take about a 2 or 3 day fast where I don't eat anything.
It's good. It helps. It definitely helps out. What are your expectations, Z?
My expectations is for this new year, like everybody can come in with me in the new year, and that's not a slight.
No, I like that one.
Yeah. That's not a slight to nothing, but like sometimes
she ain't got the taper ankle, she ain't coming.
Yeah, you know what it is.
I can't keep up.
But it's not even that though. It's just like it's not even just a person in it. It's like everything can't come with me in 2024. I got to do better in my life. I'm still growing and working on myself all the time. That's never gonna stop. But like I'm transitioning to a new place. I'm transitioning some other new things. So. I'm just, and then with you guys, I just want to give a shout out to all of y'all from Rick, the Wiz,
Pat,
Pat, Jig, Terry, my man Dub. Thank you, Dub, for even talking to me and getting me into this. I think everything is for a reason.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I said, I think I've gained some brothers here and a sister with Brandess. I think I gained some brothers and sisters here.
For sure.
And I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying?
You already know, bro.
Indeed. And shout out once again to Brandess. I know, so this year she hasn't really been, vocal on the show, but she will starting the top of the year.
Yeah.
And she's very opinionated. Terry, no.
Yeah.
Terry, Brandess will give it to you, and she knows her shit, and she knows her shit.
It's just Brandess.
Yeah, it's just Brandess.
Yeah.
But yeah, she knows her shit. So shout out Brandess, man.
Yeah. And I think that'll be good to have. I mean, it's a masculine, and like you said, we talked about that before, but having some female input,
that's
energy,
a strong female.
That's a strong.
Yeah,
she can hang with the big dog.
Yeah, but it ain't even about that. It's
I know.
Having that other aspect.
that
That,
balance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That other voice to be heard.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, she she knows her shit. We went to school together back in the day.
Okay.
Up in Jersey and shit. So I know her like personally and shit, and she's dope, man.
Yeah.
Dope individual. Those are hip hop. Knows Marvel shit. Yeah, one of them. So yeah, E, you got any events?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Nexus events,
partner. We got it going. So let me get you look here. I know we got Busta Rhymes in town around. Let me see. I got all this stuff here.
Busta.
What it is right now?
We got the Busta Blockbuster Tour 2024. He gonna be out here April 4th at the Ritz in Raleigh.
Okay, that's what's up. I might want to check that out.
That's right before Dreamville.
It's right before Dreamville too. I might.
Dreamville's
check that
the
out.
7th, I think.
Yeah, they haven't released the
itinerary.
Nah, Nikki fucked that up, bro. I'm gonna be so mad because like nobody knows who's coming, and then she released her updated tour schedule, and she says she's on Dreamville.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no.
Yeah, she leaked that out.
She's not the right type for that crowd, man.
No, I'm happy for it though. My wife, like, yeah, we going.
I don't know.
My wife love Nikki. No, I feel what you're saying.
But she on that mural downtown. Downtown, is it Raleigh or is it Durham? Which they got the mural of Nikki. They got J. Cole, Drake, and somebody else. Y'all ain't never seen that mural over there?
Oh, they got the J. Cole mural here.
No, it's a mural with all 4 of them. Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's in it. It is in Raleigh, I think. I know what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's not no slight to her, but like they keep that shit top secret, so everybody who's buying their tickets are buying their tickets because
I think
they want to support or they want to go, not because he never tells us, and then when he releases it, the prices shoot up.
Yeah,
I respect that, but then she did that, so now you got people that might not even be interested in that shit.
Because now,
that type of crap because they don't want to deal with the barbs.
I
agree.
But I think J. Cole got a dope show lined up though. I think the rest of the bill gonna be the rest of the the announcements of who's on the bill.
Did you get your tickets?
Not yet. I gotta
$300 a pop for GA.
Shit.
I bought 3. That was one of my daughter's Christmas presents. I was
well,
like,
I'm gonna have to because wifey. Even if we go GA, like I'm gonna have to.
I mean,
wifey want to see Nicki live. Like
someone being there every year, like GA is okay because I mean the tiers go up. I mean VIP's like a band.
Yeah,
it's like 12.
Well, it didn't use it wasn't like that before.
VIP well, it's grown. Like 300.
Yeah, it was.
They're gonna have to find a different venue because that place is so packed now.
Yeah, you can't.
They had the most they ever had last year. It was like like 100,000 or something.
Picture looked like ants on the
yeah. It was wild.
But like it really doesn't get you anything. Like there's one little area. Like if you plan on. It's on the side, or if you can go in there and get beers and use the VIP bathrooms, but paying a band for that shit.
Yeah.
Like now you give me some memorabilia or something, like a t-shirt, a hoodie or something.
Like throw some incentives. Some incentives. Yeah, exactly.
Or get some time with the artist. You get
a meet and greet or something.
You can sit in certain areas though, like and not be as crowded, but so many people buy those, like it's full too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I remember when it was Jeezy. I was like literally in between people like this. I couldn't move, and then
I ain't doing it.
Everybody was smoking, so I'm getting secondhand smoke, and I'm just sitting there like.
That ain't worth it. I'm not paying for that.
Yeah. So what else we got? E?
We got to Animate in Raleigh Convention Center. That's going to be January 5th, actually.
Okay.
And also it'll go through January 7th.
Animate.
Animate.
That should be
so
dope.
it's going to be like
we out.
It's kind of like animation at GalaxyCon.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be a bunch of different things like that. They have another thing.
Huh?
We should go.
Yeah. No, most definitely. Yeah.
Regardless, because I don't go back to work to the 8th.
Yeah, so that's gonna be in Raleigh Convention Center.
Okay. Word. We have to. We have to set that up and go as a. You know what I'm saying?
It's for anime.
Yeah.
It's called Animated, but I'm sure they got anime things.
It's called Animate.
Animate,
Animate.
It says 3 days of animation, cosplay, and more.
Yeah,
my wife's an Inuyasha genius.
What?
My wife, she has a big Funko collection upstairs in the room too, but she likes Inuyasha and Naruto.
My Hero.
Okay.
Yeah, and she knows like I don't know none of this.
Yeah, I'm behind on the anime train too. I'm behind on the anime train.
That's my.
Again, I'm an old head with anime. I'm watching. I'm Ninja Scroll. Fist of the North Star.
Nigga, what?
Ninja Scroll. Bobo 13.
Akira.
VHS.
I
still have an original Ninja Scroll on VHS.
You got Ninja Scroll on VHS.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Literally recorded off of HBO.
Oh,
like that's how old it is.
Yeah,
and it's like from maybe like 1994.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
I'm with you though. Like old anime, Ninja Scroll, fucking what was the mech shit back in the day? Gundam, like the original Gundam.
Yeah.
Akira,
Appleseed.
Oh yeah, Appleseed. 100%.
Yeah. Appleseed.
Now they also have another event, March 1st. It's called RentCon, and they're gonna have that at Embassy Suites in Raleigh. That's going to be more of sci-fi.
Okay.
I'm like, saying Predator movies, Alien movies.
Retcon.
That's
I like
my shit right there.
I told you I'm an 80s buff.
Yeah.
I'm there, especially those B action movies and shit like that,
right
like Commando and shit, like Commando and Predator and shit like that.
Before we leave, I want to give a quick shout out to that new Godzilla movie.
-1?
Yeah. I didn't think it was gonna be that great, but it turned out to actually be good. It's all in
Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese. So it has the captions, subtitles and stuff. So but it was actually a good movie. It took you back to that kind of like World War II era where they originally started, but it wasn't cheesy. The Godzilla wasn't really cheesy, but it was really good.
I heard great things about it.
It messed me up because I was talking to somebody about it. They're like, the new Godzilla is out. Everybody's saying it's good. I'm like,
I heard.
It's just not out yet. But there's another one.
There's another one. Yeah,
there's a whole nother one.
I think it's gonna be with King Kong again, where they kind of get back up.
Another one.
The New Empire or something.
Yeah. So, Yeah, man. I appreciate that. The Nexus events. One more thing, Rick, he couldn't be here, but he did give us his did you know for
Rick the Ruler
for
Shout out
today's
to Rick.
for the episode. He gave me a list of actors that played multiple roles in different superhero movies.
Okay.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Like, all right, for instance, Ryan Reynolds, he played Deadpool. Well, he plays Deadpool, and he was the Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Idris Elba, he was Heimdall in Thor.
He played Deadshot.
He was
DC.
He was Bloodsport and Suicide Squad.
Bloodsport.
Yeah.
His name.
He was in the Losers. He was Rock,
Yes.
and in Ghost Rider, he was Moreau.
Oh yeah. That's
He
right.
was.
Yeah.
I forgot about him
And now
too.
you see
Yeah.
that in Losers, that adds Captain America.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because he was in Losers.
So then he has Ben Affleck, who was Daredevil and Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Halle Berry, Storm and Catwoman. Michael Fassbender,
Magneto and
Jonah Hex.
He also played Daredevil.
Oh,
right?
wait,
You said that, huh?
was Jonah Hex too? Because the first Jonah Hex I thought was Josh.
No, he was Burke
in Jonah Hex.
in Jonah Hex. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Burke and Jonah Hex.
Understood.
Chris Evans. This nigga probably got a lot of them. He got Fantastic Four, Human Torch, The Avengers, Captain America, Jake on the Losers. Tommy Lee Jones, he was Two-Face.
Yeah.
Colonel Chester Phillips in Captain America.
Yeah.
And see, Rick, he knows his shit. Zoe Saldana.
She is Gamora and she's also Avatar.
Aisha in The Losers.
Yeah, she was.
She was in the Losers.
Yeah.
I don't recall her in that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Tom Hardy.
See, I like the Losers.
Venom and he's Bane.
Venom and Bane. Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Batman and
Gore, the God Butcher.
Gore the God Butcher.
Yep.
Correct. So,
He was Gore.
And you got Willem Dafoe.
who would be Spider-Man villain.
Green
Goblin.
Green Goblin and
He was Volko in Aquaman.
Yeah. He trained Aquaman. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
You have Michael Keaton.
Mm-hmm. Batman, of course.
Vulture. Yep.
But he was the best Batman of all to me.
Hands down.
I think he's the best
Hands
Batman.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Penguin.
Mm-hmm. And Bullseye.
And Bullseye and Daredevil.
Yep. Bullseye.
Yeah.
Yep. Lawrence Fishburne.
He played the original Pym. He not Hank Pym. He played.
So he was the voice of Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't even know that.
I did not know that.
He was
What the-
Dr. Bill Foster
Bill, I know.
in
Bill
Ant-Man and the
Foster.
Wasp.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
And he was Perry White in Superman.
Oh yeah. He was
Superman.
he was a newspaper guy.
Yeah, remember he got trapped. Remember he got trapped. Didn't he get trapped underneath the rubble?
Rubble, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut. I like that.
Yeah. Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe was not Hercules.
Oh,
Zeus.
He was Zeus
and Zor-El.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Zor-El.
Zor-El.
Superman.
He was Superman's father.
And Jor-El.
Oh, yeah,
Jor-El.
yeah.
I said Zor-El. Jor-El. My bad.
Jarrell, that's my
Yeah,
nephew name.
Jarrell.
Yeah, get that right, bro. No.
Josh Brolin.
Of course, Thanos, Cable, and
Jonah Hex.
Jonah
Jonah
Hex.
Hex. Yeah.
Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz was Catwoman, and she was
Angel.
Angel
in X-Men.
Yeah. The original, one of the origin X-Men stories where they went back in time, like it was timepiece. Yeah.
Days of Future Past.
Dolph Lundgren.
That is the Russian. All right. What the fuck was he in?
The Punisher.
Damn, he was.
He was the Punisher.
Bro, I haven't watched that movie.
That was dope. That was a dope ass. It was. Damn, you make me want to watch that shit.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen that shit in a minute.
He was the Punisher.
The Punisher.
Yeah.
And see, that was back when Marvel was going through their shit.
Marvel Knights.
Yeah, but they was going through their shit, and he couldn't wear the skull. He couldn't put on a. He couldn't. They
got
made
somebody on the
They made a
likeness,
Punisher movie, but he couldn't. He didn't look like the Punisher.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like the Punisher. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, the character's not the likeness, so he couldn't have the skull shit. It was just he had a black T-shirt and a trench coat or some shit.
Yeah.
Like
He was vicious in that.
yeah, but he was brutal in that motherfucker with that knife and shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Sylvester Stallone.
He was
Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy.
It was Stacker Ogard.
Yeah.
And he was
Ravagers. That's what I'm looking.
Yeah,
for.
Ravagers. And he was the voice of King Shark on Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right.
That is right. Yeah.
Angela Bassett.
Storm, and then Auntie from Black Panther.
Yeah, after yeah. Well, she was the mother, right?
What
He calls her.
He said, "Hey, Auntie."
Yeah.
Angela Bassett wasn't in the store.
Originally, she didn't.
No.
Oh no, she also played in the DC movie with Green Lantern. She was the doctor or
Yeah,
one of the
Amanda Waller.
scientists.
She was Amanda
Yeah,
Waller
yeah.
in the Green Lantern movie.
Oh, that's my boo, Angela Bassett.
Yeah. Let's see. Michael Clark Duncan.
Oh, he was Kingpin in Daredevil.
And Kilowog in Green Lantern.
Oh yeah. He was.
Yeah.
A rhino looking dude. Yeah. Orange guy. Yeah.
Jared Leto.
For both of those, okay, Morbius and
Joker.
Yep.
and Joker.
Yep.
Who you say Jay Leno?
Jared.
Oh, I'm about to say that. I was like, that threw me when you said Jay Leno.
Crimson Chin, right?
Yeah. I'm about to say nigga chin, nigga.
The Moon Man shit from McDonald's. Back to
Oh, he talking about back tonight. Nigga.
People know about Mac.
Yo, that's 80s right there. I know anything 80s, bro.
Real shit.
That's back tonight. That nigga used to be singing to the moon, nigga.
Oh man,
about Big Macs.
I ain't gonna say the dude's name, but it was a dude in high school. He was my partner, and they used to call that nigga Moon Man. he had a long chin.
That nigga said the crimson chin, nigga. Let's see. Shit, hell, if Jay Leno is Crimson Chin, then I guess what's her name? Natalie Nunn is the nigga chin.
Nigga chin.
Nigga chin.
Nigga chin. Oh man.
Oh shit. Let me all right, so you got that. You got Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
She is Padme Amidala from Star Wars.
Yeah.
She's Elektra and Daredevil. No, she wasn't. That was Jennifer Garner.
That was Jennifer Garner.
And Jane Foster.
There you go.
Jane Foster.
She's Thor, and then she's Padme from Star Wars.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Catwoman. And Ant-Man.
Miss Pym.
Yeah.
Yeah, Janet Van Dyne.
Janet Van Dyne. There you go.
And Catwoman in Batman Returns. Which is one of my favorite.
My first crushes. I
yeah,
saw the
Michelle
piece
Pfeiffer
in the newspaper. I cut it out and everything. I used to sit there and stare.
Yo, she was the sexiest Catwoman.
Literally
nigga.
my first crush in history.
Hey, she was the sexiest Catwoman. Michelle Pfeiffer. Shit.
Hallie was mine.
I can see that. I can see that.
But I'm like 10 years younger.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
forget y'all. I'm going Earth the Kick.
Oh shit.
Martin.
Marcus.
Marcus. Yeah, Marcus.
So yeah, man. Rick, he was like, he texted me. He said, "Man, I was going to do something fun and see who could name actors and their characters who appeared in both Marvel and DC films.
Yeah.
Some appeared in 3 different films and characters. You know, Idris Elba, Chris Evans. You know."
Shout out to Rick. That was pretty cool.
And he said, in case you didn't know, by the way, the Losers are DC property.
Yeah.
So he said, just in case you didn't know, he said,
just like Red.
So yeah.
Red is DC. Red 1 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Morgan Freeman and
yeah.
Bruce Willis, right?
Bruce Willis, yeah.
I love those movies.
But yeah, he said he tried to stick to more familiar actors, and he said trust there are a lot more. Yeah. So,
but no, that was stellar.
Yeah,
great
shout
job.
out to
Great
Rick.
job, Rick. I appreciate that.
Shout out to Rick for the
Rick
Did You
the
Know.
Ruler.
Shout out to Rick for the Did You Know. Yeah, man. So, any last words before we get out of here?
I love everybody.
I know I got to make this brunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
This is awesome. I appreciate you guys.
Oh, and shout out to you, man.
Oh, yeah, for the cards, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, a dope Christmas gift, man.
Yeah, man.
Dope as hell.
Some upper deck
MJ
Jordan, Michael Jordan card.
Jordan. I might have to go get my first pair of Jordans, bro. I might have to go get my
You said
first
your
pair.
first pair?
I ain't never had a pair of Jordans.
Whoa.
But I got reasons. I have
Neither have I,
reasons
so
why
don't
I
feel
never
bad.
I haven't bought
Yeah,
a
the
Jordan.
reason why. Oh, okay.
I've never owned a pair of Jordans either, so don't feel bad.
So okay, I'll get a quick little bit. The reason why I never bought a pair of Jordans because when I grew up, I came up in Mississippi, and then like I was close to New Orleans, and they used to be killing cats over it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Had that conversation.
Yeah, we just had that conversation. Yeah, for sure.
So,
That's one of his reasons.
Exactly the reason why.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I never.
That was a thing.
I
That
grew
was
up
a thing.
nerd, so I
And see, that's crazy you say that because like it's more so now but buy Jordans more so now.
Yeah.
Like as an adult,
As an adult. Yeah.
But they're
self.
more.
But when I was a kid, yeah, you were right. People were getting jumps and beat up.
I got
killed over
my
these
LA Gears light up. They used to take my lights out my LA Gears. You think I would be able to get away with some Jordans?
Hell, man, that shit crazy.
That's back when it was brutal with shoes, man. And it's crazy. I'm like, yo, if y'all clown me for wearing some cheap ass ugly shit, but then when I wear the good shit, y'all take it.
Take it, yeah.
Can't win for losing, man. Like,
my cousins got banned from the house because they wore felines.
Hey, we were just talking about the pro.
Shout out to my grandma for the pro wings.
Pro wings,
hell yeah.
She did what she could. I was telling Dub about the time with the Jerry Stackhouses came out
with the two stripes. Nigga.
She got me the Jerry Stackhouses from Payless, and they roasted me.
With the two stripes.
Yeah, they roasted
Adidas with two. Fucking Adidas, nigga. No,
I had the fake U-wings. I had the fake pro wing U-wings, nigga. I got clown.
I had those too. Yeah.
Fucking IDs, nigga. Don't need no DOS.
But look, the universe is crazy though, because this girl, she she was probably a good quarter mile away from me. She saw my shoes, and like she was like a little pretty girl in the neighborhood. Yeah. And when I grew up in Frisco, she ran across and said, "Oh, you finally got you something." Then she said, "Oh, dude, the pro wings broke my heart, boy." Hey, look, she killed me.
Getting the big up.
Yeah.
She killed you.
She did that on purpose though. But hey, look, the universe crazy. She a crackhead now.
Karma.
Yo, that's a karma. That's a karma sandwich for you,
man.
With
She
extra.
nodding. She out there nodding and shit, fucking with me. Hurt my feelings, goddammit.
That's crazy. Man.
Rock right now.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Damn. I want to rock right now. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, man.
Thanks, my man. I appreciate it, brother. Jig.
Yeah, he's a dope man. He's a dope man. Oh yeah, most definitely. Shout out to you, man. Don't worry. I got your shit coming, man.
Don't even say.
But it's like it tough decision though, because like, what do you get? What do you get the man that has everything Deadpool? What do you get the man?
My wife was up until 2:30 in the morning the other day trying to look through this stuff to make sure she didn't buy something out.
Already got it. That's crazy.
So, I understand.
That is nuts.
It's okay. It's absolutely all right.
I'm like,
look, I'm looking at
you can get whatever you
right.
you got, I don't.
Right. I'm looking at the tree. This dude has Deadpool on the tree.
There are Deadpools on the
like it's just ridiculous.
He's down bottom too.
Yeah, and he's down the bottom.
But there are Deadpool ornaments.
Yeah.
Wait
a minute, he got the chain on down there? D Pooley?
Yes, sir.
That's what it say. The D. He got the D Pooley?
Mr. D.
Mr. D.
With a candy cane in
You know, that's his rap name, D Pooley.
Yeah.
D Pooley. You know what I mean?
So I got a couple of things. Like I'm gonna give him some original piece of art. That I'm gonna do a Deadpool for him. I talked to him off camera.
I have a frame for it already.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up.
And I also got to get my man's too, because I know my man's a Thanos fan. So I'm gonna hook him up with a nice Thanos piece. Yeah, I'm gonna hook him up with that.
Word up. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all. You know,
of course,
coming out talking about the culture and shit.
Yeah, man.
Yo, you won with that motherfucking.
Hands
with
down.
that shit.
Well, shit, he's lit.
Man.
You won with that sweater.
Hands
Look at
down.
that shit.
That's a wrap right there.
Yeah.
What is it? Say new shit? No.
Well shit. I'm lit.
Well shit. I'm lit. You know what I mean?
I had to come through, man. I was like, you know what? Because I was almost overslept. Like a long to go off. I was like, man, I don't want to miss this one. But I was like, you know what? I was like, I already got the sweater shit. Yeah,
I had to give him the raw.
Yeah, the woo.
The raw. You know
raw,
what I'm saying?
Let me give it to you
with no trivia.
Ain't nothing to fuck with.
You know what I'm saying? And he got, this man, he representing. You know what I'm saying?
And then they trying to get my man T-Dub down there.
Yeah, they tried to
Amazon coming for you.
Amazon.
Motherfuckers trying to hit you with the $80 for the shipping to get it before Christmas. I was like, man, I was gonna get that biggie one.
They didn't even ship the shit until the yesterday.
Right.
Man,
them niggas is wildin'.
I want a refund. Well,
and they wonder why Christmas missed us.
They wildin'. But yeah, man, it's been good rocking with y'all.
Yes,
we hope y'all enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
We will see y'all next year. You know what I'm saying? The last 2024. This is the last official pod of 2023. 2023 was great. It was a lot of happenings in hip hop. A lot of crazy shit that happened too. You know what I'm saying? But let's all put that behind us.
Yes,
Let's focus on the year coming ahead. And let's stay positive.
Let's get some good music.
Let's definitely get some good music.
And we're gonna cancel culture. Let's cancel couch audition culture. Cause that shit and motherfucking gatekeepers, bro. Let's cancel that shit. That shit is ridiculous out here.
I think it's
man.
gonna go over a lot of people's heads.
Couch audition. Yeah. Couch audition. Yeah, this is gonna
But
yeah, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Remember to listen, share, rate, and subscribe everywhere you get your podcasts. Across the board, we are there. Remember to follow us at Hip Hop Marvels on Instagram, Hip Hop Marvels, all one word, on Facebook. Check out our YouTube. I promise you guys, we got some content coming. I promise you guys.
Hey, we're gonna hold him till we're gonna dig in his chest till we get it. Now.
Yeah, we got some vids coming. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of dope things lined up for 2024. I know up until this point we haven't really had any guests. We got some guests coming through, some dope guests too at that. We got a few more of the in-betweener segments coming to you guys. We got a whole bunch of shit lined up, man. Just, rock with us. Oh, merch is coming.
Merch is coming.
And website, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got everything, a lot of things lined up for you guys. So we appreciate you rocking with us. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa, nigga. How they put it all together.
Merry Christmas,
Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? What else?
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace
Real love.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
A lot of peace and a lot of love.
You know what I'm saying?
And everything can come with you in 2024.
Leave it behind.
Yes,
Leave
indeed.
it behind, definitely.
It's like Ski Yee. Until next time. Until next episode, Hip Hop Marvels Podcast. Peace.
We out. What up, young Wizzy? You a genius, partner.
We got it locked from your block to the comic shop.